that, we're live. Thank you, everybody, again for coming to Spelljammer 998. 2 seconds. I'm getting yelled at by OBS.
Make sure. 998, 2 seconds. That's an interesting subject.
Tell me about it. All right, thank you all for coming again to session 8 of Spelljammer 998. The date is, I won't fail you guys this time. Today is, I believe, the 6th of Larvon. It is indeed.
Well, it's the last day of these motherfuckers' lives, so let's.
I must say, I have the 5th. I have the 5th in here for you guys, which I know is not right. So one thing I forgot to do during prep, of the many hundred things I forgot to do during prep. Anyway, thank you all for coming last week on Spelljammer 998. You guys did several things. Oh, 2 seconds. Here we go. This is how I know it's 6th. I have things. You guys went and met Jericho at the docks still in Sharn. And eventually he led you off to a secluded area where you guys boarded a lamprey spelljammer called the Crimson. And after taking off out of the ocean off planet and into wild space for the first time, you guys have an uneventful journey for the first couple of days, enjoying the sights and fauna of wild space. After a couple of days, you guys ran into what appeared to have been some kind of very angry, malevolent force that seemed to patrol wild space that you guys as players know are called murder comets. Marcus told you he didn't know much about them, but he knew that they were very destructive to ships, and it wasn't uncommon to hear that ships brought down by these hazards, for lack of a better term. You guys then made the rest. During this, Zephyr lost a foot, and Randy got a cool scar. Yeah. So there's that. You guys made your way the rest of the way to the Rock, and about a day out from the Rock, happened upon a merchant ship, a private merchant ship, in which Marcus goaded you all into partaking in some recreational activities. You guys raided and boarded the ship, cleared it of most of its guards, and then proceeded to yoink everything of value off of the ship, for which you guys got paid a fairly pretty penny. After which, you guys made your way to the Rock, and instead of landing, I'll show you all in a minute, instead of landing on the Rock at one of the docks, you guys made your way into a kind of side tunnel, an opening in the side of the Rock, and made your way deeper into the underground caverns that inhabit the center of, not the center, but inhabit, the inner bits of this asteroid. After working together to make sure that you didn't get lost or discovered by the guards of the prince that runs the city, the city of Brawl, excuse me. You guys managed to come upon a rather large cavern and make your way to the drop-off point, where upon being told to stop, two very large, crude-looking, rusted, warforged-like beings strolled in to inspect the dust and eventually take it away on the carts. Then you were allowed to come forward where two more of these forged were standing, and were allowed to inspect your reward, which you guys did verify that it does seem to be a somewhat large lockbox filled with gold. You were told 10,000 gold pieces by a enigmatic and unplaceable voice that seems to reverberate throughout the cavern. After verifying your reward, you were informed that a second tribute was required, and these automatons made their move while off in the distance. For those of you that need a visual reminder, off in the distance from this direction. What layer am I on? Cool. There was a flash of light. Yeah, I was down here. Could y'all still not see that? I'm sorry. Bloop. A flash of light. Randy took some damage, and these two warforged, forged, actually managed to sweep both Marcus and Drix off of their feet. And that's where we left off. Comments, sniper remarks, quivering in fear, any of that?
Are those two still Yeah.
Those two are still
with
pro.
Okay. What about the marker on the forged? What are those?
Um, don't worry about it. But to give you an answer, they're the weapons they're holding.
Sure.
For
Okay.
me.
I understand.
Did we
Okay.
go ahead. Sorry. I was going to ask if did we ever get a short rest between raiding the ship and now?
Yes, you would have gotten a short rest.
Okay.
Just wouldn't have got a long rest.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I have arcane recovery and I forgot about that shit.
Well, I got to redo my what you
Did
call
you
it?
re-roll your daily dice, Deimos?
His is
I
every
do not
long
get my
rest.
portent every day.
Yeah.
The portent is every long rest. It's my my lucky that I think is every dawn. But let me double check that.
Okay. If nobody has anything else, we're gonna jump right into this here combat. Woohoo! Yeehaw! It's gonna be more haul than ye, my friends. Cause up first gets to go one of these fuckers. So, at the top of the
I
round.
remember there's a bunch of blinding light fuckery. That's what that is. There's some sort of other
There was a flash of light.
in it. Right.
Fuckers, yeah, that's fuckery. That's right.
Right.
They shot me.
Trigger fighter.
Hold on, I gotta take a gander here. I did this earlier, but I'm gonna make certain. Ooh. Alright.
I don't like how that went straight to me. Okay, that's a comforting thought.
I knew that there was a difference between you two, and regardless. Alright, here we go. Randy.
Not Randy.
Yeah, is a 17 hit Randy?
17 is Randy.
Randy, you take another 9 piercing damage. Zephyr. Oh. A 9 doesn't hit Zephyr, I'm guessing.
No.
Alright. 2 more loud, violent flashes come from the southeast. And Randy, you feel again this unfamiliar popping sensation as something pierces your carapace. Zephyr, you hear a whizzing sound and the sound of something skidding off of stone.
Oh, I don't like that.
I see. Can't say I blame you.
Can I make a perception check? Can I know what it is?
You can on your turn, which is actually next.
Okay.
Goob, you're after that.
So I'm okay. First, I'll start with the perception check. This way I can sort of determine what the fuck is going on. Roll. Okay. It's working.
Remember, me and Deimos have torches. I don't know if we could see that far.
You and
Oh,
Deimos.
that's fair. I think with dark vision I can see 60 feet because the torch I think does 30 bright, 30 dim.
Do me a favor. Go into your tokens and set a 40-foot aura for your torches.
Can do.
Give me just a second there, friend, on that their thingamajig.
Bloop. There you go.
It is very
foot is
difficult.
then
It is very difficult
to
to
make
make out
out.
anything through the outside of the range of your torchlight.
I'm sorry, 1 second. I did do that at 40 feet for some reason instead of 60 feet. So it does go a little further.
It
but I
is
feel like
40
it's not
feet. I
good
checked.
enough.
I said 40 feet. That's why you did
Oh,
40
40
feet.
feet. Okay, thank you. Oh, so it's 20 and 20
Yes.
for the torch? I gotcha. Okay. In that case, I see the one standing over Drix. I'm going to go ahead and try to pop him with something. Let's get... I don't want to pull him into the fray. I need to save my second level slot, so let me do a Witch Bolt at level 1.
Cube, you are in deck.
Oh, nat 20. Fuck yeah. That's the second time I've nat 20'd.
You got the range for
that's
that? Looks like you do. What's the range on that spell?
30 feet. I didn't measure it, but I'll move if I
Nah,
need to.
it looks like it's close enough. Okay, here.
Yeah,
this guy here?
I will move about 10 feet closer just to maintain that that distance.
So it didn't double that, so that's actually 16 damage.
Yeah! I'm sorry, I rolled it from the sheet.
It's okay.
So 16 damage to a fucker. And we're tethered. I can keep doing that. I need to mark myself as concentrating.
Will you look up, while this round goes through, will you look up and see if that's doubled every time?
I will, yes. I was wondering that last game. I'll also find us some battle tunes.
Go, what you got? Randy, you're on deck with an enemy in between.
First thing, I can see Randy's health. Is that accurate, Josh? 15 out of 27.
Yeah.
Okay. What's everybody else at?
Full.
I'm near full.
Near full. Okay.
I don't know about Marcus though.
Marcus
How is he
doesn't look.
looking,
think-
buddy?
Marcus doesn't look like he's taken any damage.
Nice.
I think I'm the only one that's been
Ooh,
hit by anything.
If
Okay,
you
so
track
Josh-
the health on his token, you can let us see that. If you want to give us like a percentile, maybe not the number, but
Marcus
He's
has.
got it popped up there.
Yeah, he hasn't
On
taken
Marcus?
any damage yet.
Oh, no, not Marcus. No, I thought you were talking about Randy. No, okay. Yeah.
I know, I
All
got
right.
you.
Ooh. 60 feet. How do I do the measuring tool?
So if you look to your left, there's a toolbar. There's something that looks like a really poorly
I see.
drawn ruler.
Okay, cool. Alrighty.
I'm excited.
All right.
Goo about to drop some Twilight Cleric bullshit on us.
No, it's just regular.
Oh, regular cleric. Regular cleric stuff
healing
is still.
word.
Regular cleric is still cool.
Alright, Josh. There you go.
Thank you.
And, yep, that's it. I'm going to stay right here.
Heard. Okay, Randy, you'll be up after this guy here. Interesting. So, this forged here, you watch him. Oh, he's gonna make a certain check to do a certain thing. Oh boy. He reaches down and no, he is gonna swing first because he gets 2 attacks. So this one trips during the surprise round, and then as all this is unfolding, it smashes the hammer down on Marcus's stomach. And then you watch him use his second second attack, and reach down and wraps its arm around Marcus, under his armpit and around his head, like a wrestler's headlock, and moves his full half movement away. Randy, it's your turn. While I focus on moving this fucker.
Okay. I don't know that I want to chase that. Dang it, Marcus. I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna. Well, actually, I need to actually check my distance first. That scale has got to be whack, right?
No, it's accurate. It's no different than having the grid on.
Oh, there was a mark. I thought that said it was 115 feet. It's 11.5.
Oh, that's funny.
Zephyr,
I'm
you're
gonna
on
go
deck.
right there, and I'm gonna pop this dude with booming blade.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, 24 hit.
24 does
Better hit.
hit. No.
Oh,
These are impossible. That's 10 damage. I see.
yep.
Okay, you
then,
carve into this one. You can see that while they are mostly a rusty metal, there are somewhat synthetic components. Rubber, wood, maybe even some made of vine. It's difficult to tell. They are marvelously like warforged, but not at the same time. Can you do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to sort of get away from him a little bit, skirt around him.
Are you using your bonus action to disengage?
I don't think I have to because I have fancy footwork.
And you've
or
hit
is
him. Heard. I'm with you.
Yeah, I think it's what it's called anyway.
No.
You know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. For sure, 100%. Zephyr, what you got?
You know what I got. I'll tell you
Do
what I
it,
got.
baby!
Is it an Eldritch Blast?
Maybe.
Oh, hell, Eldritch
She's still
Blast.
Good old reliable with an 18.
Who you after?
I would reckon the one that. Hold on. What's my range on this? I've got plenty of range for that. Never mind. This one over here. over this away.
Fair enough. Let me check its armor class real quick. Fair enough. You do blast this one. It doesn't drop Marcus or anything, but you do catch it over the side of the head and the neck. Is there anything you can do with your bonus action?
Cry.
Heard. Zephyr weeps as his person he didn't even really like is drug away. All right. This guy here. This guy here is not super happy with his situation. Oh, this is. Oh. Drix, you're up. Echo, you're on deck.
So just like, am I prone right now, or
You are
what's up?
prone, and it is only half your movement speed to get up.
All right, well, I get up.
Do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and swing at this warforged directly in front of me.
Psst. I keep saying Warforged. They're not Warforged guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Automaton.
what are forged exactly? Just what is the
In
difference?
the Eberron book, that's slang for Warforged. They call them forged, like in the books that Keith Baker writes or whatever.
So they are warforged?
These are not. I'm just calling them that because I don't want to tell you what they are yet. All right, what you got, Drix?
Right.
I've been
Hold
lied
on.
to.
It's fucking
The
Dark
Rosetta
watch.
Stone to cooperate.
Say it again.
I said I'm waiting for the Rosetta Stone to cooperate.
Heard. What'd you say, Joe?
I said it's Dark Hope watch. He's gonna take off the fucking helm.
I see.
Is this the Doom OST? It is. It is
Actually,
totally.
no.
That's exactly what this is.
It's a bop though. I know
Yeah.
about it.
Definitely a bop.
Come on. Almost there.
I believe in your Rosetta Stone, Ben. We got Pimsley this week. It's cool.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like you can come click on a fancy computer if you need to.
actually, probably could. Yeah.
Kind of want to buy Doom now just for the soundtrack.
I know,
It's
right?
pretty solid.
Heavy metal all the way through, man. It's so good.
Wait a second.
Here we go.
Blasting fucking demons and shit. I'll take it.
I'm gonna pull you up. See if I get there first. You swinging on it?
Yeah, I'm swinging with the Gaska.
Gonna give him the Githka. We've got a cleric giving the goops and a Thrakreen giving the Githka.
Give him the goobs.
Giving the goo.
Yeah, I still haven't decided on what I'm gonna say. What my catchphrase is gonna be.
It's
Must be
goobering
like-
time.
I got you, Bib.
You gotta do just a
Oh,
different one
oh,
every time.
oh.
Just see which one sticks. Like, which one sticks. Another
Oh,
good
it looks
joke.
like yours went
Yeah.
through. Mm.
I appreciated it, Joey.
I
Lost
regretted it.
This one, as you're standing up, it kind of uses that moment to push you to arm's length, not out of its range or anything, and it manages to kind of avoid your Githka by putting enough distance between the two of you. Is there anything you can do with your bonus action? Oh.
Can't you do a bonus action pop up?
Yeah, he's got a bonus action.
Yeah,
swing.
I'm gonna do my the double roll for that one was on
Heard.
for
That
I need to fix that. So let's remember that gets a +3. That's still not enough. Okay. It is prepared for you to stand up. You can see it tracking the other one, Marcus and the other one. It seems to be tracking their movement while it shoves you back and avoids your Githka. Echo, what you got?
Gonna move 30 foot to about right here.
Oh, you've been at work. So if you pick him up, like go back to your mouse, pick your token up. While you're moving it, if you press Q, it will tell you how far you've moved.
Okay, cool.
like this. It's really cool.
Yeah, super
like
cool. Grids are a thing of the past. Welcome to digital D&D.
All right. Maybe a little bit right here. I'm going to fire off an arrow at the one holding Drix.
The one holding tricks hurt.
Nat
Well,
20.
it's not holding
Get
them,
'em.
but fuck yeah. Make sure you roll that from your window
damn,
so you
yeah.
get that big damage.
Fuck 'em up, fuck 'em
From
up.
the click on the longbow and roll 20.
Yes, so it doubles your damage for you. Oh, it rolled like shit.
Double the first one. That's right, DM. Yeah.
Hold up.
Thinking that.
It's a 1d8 plus 4, so that's just one. Okay, so 14 damage.
Well, it doesn't. You don't get to add your. You don't get to add your modifier again. That second dice is only the 1d8.
Yeah, because it's you double the dice, but not the mod. So this
Yeah.
the first one has your +3 or whatever.
So it was a 1 and a 2
Plus
is what I
4.
rolled.
A 3 and a 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus
As long as
4.
y'all understand. I got no idea what's going on, but all right. As long as y'all do. Okay, bonus action, Echo. I'm gonna manifest him right here. How did we say we were gonna do that? Maybe I'll just.
You have another token sitting here that we had put a thing on earlier. Oh,
Yeah, but I can't control him.
here I'll delete
So,
it then.
Let's.
Okay.
Joey
Alright,
pulled
I
it
got
down so he
this
could
one.
do it.
Okay.
I think we used a marker for the last fight to determine if he was spoopy you or real you.
Yeah, he put a thing on him. Someone put a little thing around him. I thought maybe it was an aura or something. Made him kind of weird looking.
Oh, it was. It was a 1 foot gray aura.
There we go. I did a 2 foot.
Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, pig.
Okay.
All right, and that's it.
I'm gonna reveal some stuff really quick. It is a couple of creatures' turn, but y'all have moved a little farther forward, so let me bequeath you guys with sight.
Yes, queef us.
I hear you.
I'd say I know there's something about 90 feet that direction according to the DM's first measurement, but
Who says here there be bullshit?
Here there be bullshit.
Fucker.
oh, that's funny. Oh, it's nice to be on this side of the map graffiti. Oh God.
All right,
Let me
so
tell ya.
this guy here, I'm still revealing stuff. This forged here is going to. Let's go take a look around. He's gonna see. He's. Oh man, if he leaves Drix's range, he's gonna get popped. All right, Drix. All right, let's see. Oh no. Okay, so does a 15 hit?
With me?
Yeah, does a 15 hit you?
No, it does not.
Okay, cool. Because the other one was a nat 20, but he also rolled like shit. So thankfully, that's only 11 damage. As he is like you stand up, he pushes you away. Several things happen, and then he takes one swing, takes his first swing at your hip, and just hip checks you with his asteroid hammer. And then, but his second strike, he goes over your head, and you kind of duck out of the way and keep it from cracking you in the back of the head.
I'm gonna use my protective field as a reaction to kind of absorb some of that damage.
Heard. Solid plan. Ooh, all of the damage that you possibly could,
Nice.
actually.
Juicy.
10 out of 10 plays from the Thry Cream. It's going to be this whole campaign. Sorry that my brain's enjoying that.
The Jedi Force field. Boom.
My brain's enjoying that. That was a good use of that.
I
At
just
the bottom,
imagine like Cordo just wiggles a little bit. It's just like whoop.
at the bottom of the round, Marcus is going to take his turn before we start the top of the round. He's going to try to get the fuck out of this dude's grasp. Oof. Meats is good. So, Marcus, you guys watch Marcus reach up and like throw an elbow underneath this thing several times until you hear something give in its upper arm and he slides out of the headlock. He's going to use his 15 feet of movement to stand up, and then he's going to move. Oh, I shouldn't be holding it, Devin.
This is just like the meme of Henry Cavill fixing his computer. Like
He is unfortunately going to take some damage from that other forged when he steps away from it, but he's going to move back towards you guys. He takes 4 bludgeoning damage. Okay, the top of the round. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! You've all moved closer, and I don't like it.
Good.
I know exactly what he's going to do. Changed my mind. I know exactly what's going to happen. You guys watch as Marcus breaks out of the hold, stands up, and backpedals, taking a chip shot from the hammer on his way back, and then you guys hear 2 more thunderous bangs. As,
Does he get hit?
as Marcus takes... Oh, shit.
Can I cast shield?
It will keep him safe from one of them.
Actually, I think I need to double check. I think shield is just for me and shield of faith is for others.
For now, Marcus takes 28 damage.
That's correct.
From the he takes 28 from one?
One of them was a crit. Both of them hit. One of them was a crit. He takes
my
28 damage. As he's backpedaling, you guys hear the sounds again and watch him almost fall over as he stumbles backwards and blood begins to blossom through his shirt. Demos, you're up. Group on deck.
Well, fuck me.
Sorry, I didn't.
God damn.
I didn't get to
My
warn you.
priorities have taking a look at these 2 that we can see. What condition are they looking at? Are we talking like, I don't know what the rusted, I guess. I don't know what the fucking metal equivalent is, but
One seems to be about bloodied. The other does
the one
not.
that Drix is fighting?
Yes.
Okay.
The other does not seem to have made it that far.
He's leaking out of the oil pan.
Deimos will cry out, "They're targeting Marcus. We need to lock them down." Oh god, this is a dumbass thing for the fucking squishy to do, but I'm gonna move forward. I still can't see him there. And how far was that?
I can actually see 300 feet in the dark.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
Because of your thing. Okay. Let me think about how I want to do this real quick. Let me send you a screenshot. It's going to look
Does
funny.
he emit light in 300 feet? Because I think it's...
I have a spell that would do something similar to that. Let me see
You
what I can
bestow
do
it to somebody. I remember seeing it.
Yeah, so that's
says
what
that's
this
an action.
that's one of the Eyes of Night things. Like I can share this ability with up to 3 people.
But is it like an action or something?
It is.
Okay. I can...
Yeah, and I can't do it again until I finish a long rest. So
Yeah, but
I'm just like trying to determine if it's worth doing. I have another
No, I got
spell
you.
that might work.
Devin, what was the shortcut for doing the measurement? Mine's
Whoops, my
Q.
bad.
After you pick yourself up, it's Q.
Q, thank you. I was trying to do shift and alt and shit. I moved about 10.
Hold on just a
Let me-
second, Goob.
let
I'm
me
going to
reset
send
that.
you kind of what you can see in that corner there. What you doing there, Echo? Or, sorry, Demos? Sounds like...
If I have... Well, I was going to wait for you to reveal the thing, but I guess I wouldn't see it anyway.
Yeah,
So
he's
I'm going to
getting
go
a
the other
screenshot.
20 feet of my movement. I'll go 10 feet, actually,
Where are you?
and try to get a visual on this thing. That's to where I can just see it in my field of vision.
Okay, 1 second.
You
Oh.
hope.
Yeah.
I mean, I see the
Not
token,
quite.
so I know there's something there, but...
Okay.
What is it, by the way?
This
I
that
think it's another forge.
you guys can all see is another forged. Are you not hiding
Okay.
areas?
No,
You're not revealing areas?
There he is. He's exactly
Now-
60 feet away, so I can see him.
I'd say, can you reveal what Goob can see? While you're doing that, that one has a noticeably different weapon. Is this the one making the boom booms?
No, actually, you guys can see this one. So the other ones are carrying asteroid hammers. This guy is carrying a tower shield. And he has it currently planted into the ground. You can it's almost impossible.
Fucking
Well,
juggernaut.
he's really big, yeah, so you can see him, but he seems to be literally knelt down behind the shield that he's planted into the ground. You can see he doesn't
Paladin guiding bolt us.
It's 2 of them, so I don't think so. I think it is a firearm.
y'all technically
Um,
can't see the second one. It's outside of y'all's range of stuff.
Fuck, this is all sorts of dumb. I'm gonna use another, what is that? Another 5 to try to see that other one. If it has the thingy-majig,
If that's as far as you can move, you still cannot see anything new. You can see the
I don't see this one here. I have 5 more feet of movement.
Yeah, you can see that warforged. You don't see anything else. That forged.
I can't see what icon he has. Is it another tower shieldy one?
He's also wearing a tower shield, yes, sir. Well, crouched behind a tower shield.
All that movement and nothing. Fuck. Oh, or maybe they're both doing one. Because it was 2 unknown creatures. And damn it, I'm metagaming. Do they seem to be the source of this?
Hard to tell. Hard to tell. You don't know.
You said earlier I can make a perception check?
It's hard. You can make a history check if you want to try to figure out what the sound is.
That's better for me. 24.
Okay, perfect. You know from running in Moorgrave circles and kind of being up on current news in Sharn that very recently there have been lots of reports of an influx of this new substance called gunpowder, and you have heard that it's used for weapons you're not super familiar with.
Gotcha. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna use hold person on the one that is further to the left. Let's see, we gotta make a wisdom save. I'm hoping as a robot fuck it doesn't have a lot of that.
Yeah, but it's got a tower shield, so who knows?
Wait, yeah, I was about to say maybe. Shrug. Devin, wisdom save.
Sorry, I was making sure. I moved some stuff around. I was making sure that I could still see you guys on my recording. Hold person on one of these guys. It is concentration.
Hold person is. I'm dropping the
Which bolt?
The bolt. Thank you.
Did we ever determine if that was auto crit every time or not? I'm just curious.
Same.
I want another rule.
Did you find out?
Because you only roll once, right? So in my opinion.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, it is. You do technically roll each turn. It's an action to do it.
Okay.
It's a new trigger. There are some DMs that said like rule of cool they allow it just because it's fun to do on a crit, but I mean it's not.
Which one of these do you hold person in?
The one to the left. Wisdom check, motherfucker.
7. Gross. This guy here is stuck.
Beautiful. I'll drop that in chat for details, but I don't have anything for a bonus action.
Goob, what you got?
I assume everyone can see, but just in case Deimos will cry, we've got at least 2 on the cliffs.
Sorry, I'm trying to get him a thing so we can tell he's kajiggered.
Would I know what the thing is that I mentioned in chat, Devin?
Boom booms.
Maybe? Make history check. You get to make it with advantage because you're an outworlder.
Oh, I got a natural 20 on the first one. I'll take that.
Yeah.
You do know, yeah.
Oh damn!
You know that they're
Shooter.
you know that they hail from the planet furthest out from the center.
Okay, cool. Okay, sorry everybody. I didn't realize I had this particular cantrip. I am going to cast Moonbeam.
Sick. Said it's a cantrip?
Yeah, I have. I think it's a specialist or like a ghoul, whatever they call the cleric stuff.
Oh, like a feature or something?
Yeah, it's a class feature.
I gotcha. Cool.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast it over here. I thought a long click was the ping.
Yeah, you gotta hold it for a second. If you're not on the pointer icon, like if you still have your ruler selected, it won't work.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna cast it up there, Devin, so they can see everything. Or it'll be, I think it's, what is it, dim light?
Yeah, I think it sheds light.
A 5-foot cylinder. Interesting. I love this. So it's
Could you
actually got to be
technically
10
get both of them?
feet. So it's actually got to be 10 feet total. Okay, hold on. So it's going to be...
I didn't mean to do that
About
second roll, my bad.
Okay, interesting. All right. Heard. So they... Does that pop right now or when they start their turn?
I don't know. Let's see.
Enters the spell's effect for the first time or starts its turn there. So when it starts its turn, they'll take it.
Perfect.
Oh, yes, and you did get a third one. Fuck yes, thank you. Oh, god damn it. Okay.
Oh boy. Goop, do you have anything else you can do with your turn?
I did roll for the radiant damage. If they fail that save, con save, they take 2d10.
Nice.
It's 14 damage. Do you have an open bubble? If you click your token, where is your token?
Mm-hmm.
If you click your token, if you have an open bubble, will you put that 14 damage in there? So when I ask in 10 minutes, will you know what it is? Dink. Okay, at the end of Goob's turn, if that's all you can do.
That's all I'm going to do.
Heard. At the end of Goob's turn, you guys watch this lance of moonlight shoot down, apparate and shoot down from the ceiling and illuminate two more of these forged, again crouched behind these large tower shields, and a pointy-eared yellow figure dressed very similarly to Cade, clothes not quite as nice, a lot more black. You see a lot more knives and weapons and things of that nature. You see two empty holsters at his side and a flintlock pistol in each hand. And the moonbeam slams down, and you see him leering in anger at this development. Okay, Goob. All right, now what? So, Randy, you're on deck. Zephyr, you're after Randy. All right, that's B. That's what I thought. B's gonna move. We'll call it 5 feet. Boop. Right up to
Wonder which
Demos.
direction.
Oh yeah. Demos is now. Demos is now the closest target.
This is meta knowledge, but I would know it. He makes 2 swings around or 1?
He makes 2.
Okay.
But the first one, first thing he's going to use his reaction to try to trip you.
His reaction? Why would he use his reaction?
Welcome to Asteroid Hammers. That's what they do. They're a special weapon. They give you the ability to use
a reaction during your turn, though. Yeah.
Look that up. I don't know. Is that true? Regardless, that's the point of the weapon. If you guys buy Asteroid Hammers, you can use a reaction to sweep people's feet.
Ooh. Okay.
This is y'all's introduction to Devin's series of weird ass weapons. They're gonna break combat. It's great. I don't think an 11's gonna trip you, is it, Demos?
Well, luckily I brought a weird
Is
weapon.
it against my armor class? No,
Yes, it is against your armor class. No, sir. Hurt.
You can use a reaction on your turn if you meet the appropriate trigger for the reaction. What is the trigger?
Oh no, better think that for. The weapon lets you do it? Question mark.
Oh, this is something that you...
Yeah, but
got
the
you.
Asteroid Hammer is like a homebrewed weapon. It is available to all of
The
you.
DM rules.
Any of the cool weapons people fight you with are all going to be available to you guys.
No, an 11 does not work.
Perfect. He's going to take both of his swings on you then, since he couldn't knock you over. Instead of getting dragged, you're going to get hammered. A 12 does not hit, I'm assuming.
A 12 meets.
Oh.
If it were not for the fact that I'm going to cast Shield and hope that the second one doesn't hit.
The second one is a nat 20.
I couldn't have blocked it anyway. so-
Yeah, so at least you avoided the first shot. Yeah, okay.
The damage on that. Ooh.
Yeah, you take 18
Oh, wait,
bludgeoning
I'm going to use
damage.
Lucky to make him re-roll that.
Okay,
And I will mark off that luck point.
I like that.
I forgot I had that in the last fight and did not get to use it.
An 8.
Does not hit. Fuck you.
Okay.
Dino
All right.
his eyes go wide as he sees this fucking hammer shoot for his ankle and then, like, counterbalance to go for his head and just, like, roll sidesteps. That was way too close to death for his liking.
Okay.
You said 19? That would have put me at 1.
Yeah, he really... I saw the 20 and I was like, oh, God.
Force field.
Okay, Randy, you're up. Zephyr, you're on deck. He didn't get... That's good. He didn't get a squishy.
Cool. Gonna use 10 feet to get right here, and I'm gonna pop on this dude again with
Heard.
another booming blade. I will abuse it. Oh, that's a bummer.
Of course.
That is a bummer. He's still booming blade, though, isn't he? Still can't move?
No, I think it only lasts 1 round, so I think once my turn ends, it's no longer effective.
But now he's bladed again. Can you do anything with your bonus action? Oh, I guess it didn't hit. Interesting.
Yeah, it didn't hit.
Bonus action?
I can't, but I think I'm going to... use the remainder of my movement, or a little bit more, to kind of centralize myself a little bit.
Would you like to disengage first?
Do I have to do that? So does Fancy
Yeah.
Footwork only work if I hit?
I believe so.
It just says if you make a melee attack against a creature. It doesn't specify.
Never
if to
mind.
hit.
Technically, you cast a spell, but you make a melee attack as part of the spell. Perfect. Wow, Randy really being a D-rogue over here. I'm all about it. All right, Zephyr, you're up. Drix, you're on deck.
Alright, well. Whoops. Let's see. I guess I'll kind of move, over this away a little bit to get a clear shot at this friend right here. And we're gonna throw another Eldritch Blast out there.
Oh boy.
Boom.
Oh, God.
Aw.
On the
Oh,
ground.
no.
Damn it, Zephyr.
I tripped as I was moving.
With the peg leg. Peg leg got caught in the fucking crack. Oh,
You're the
Demo-
worst fucking warlock.
Yeah, Demos does all this cool shit to avoid getting hit, and then just this Eldritch Blast right in the ear.
oh god. Fucking friendly fire though.
All right. Anything else you can do, Zephyr?
Try some more.
Okay. His mascara's really running now. Drix, Drix, you're up.
Alright, cool. Alright, that thing I tried to do last time, I'm gonna try to do it again.
Do it.
Fuck him up.
Fucking fuck, bro.
Damn.
The RNG is not being kind to us tonight.
Yeah.
It really is not.
Ben had a hard time last week too. If Ben has
Kevin's
rolled
like
20,
320s, and I think we rolled not above a 10.
And then I got
One.
12 for my bonus attack.
Or no, I think that gets plus 3, doesn't it? So 14?
I have rolled 320s. You're right. Y'all have
Oh,
had
I almost felt a couple.
y'all have had 2. Oh man, Drix.
220s? That's right.
Dude, right? I am just not hitting.
Yeah, it's really not being kind to you. Now hold on a second. This is supposed to be a 14 instead. Oh, you're so close.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it gets the.
So
I'm gonna
close.
start blaming our internet
He's-
service provider. This is
He's a little dinged
fault.
up. Maybe that AC dropped by 1.
All right, Echo, what you got? Unless Drix, you're gonna do something. Oh, yeah, that was your bonus action. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit another arrow shot at Drix's fake warforged. Does a 14?
Mm.
14 does
No,
not
it
hit.
doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Let's see.
Try that right
Do
now.
I want to use it? I'll do my action surge. Try again.
I commend that. Respectable.
All right, 23 should hit.
Fuck yeah.
23 does hit. The one Drix is fighting, right?
Yes. Yes. This
Heard.
one.
Okay, the arrow catches it in the ribs. It like twitches its head at you, but it's not looking your direction. You do anything else?
And I will move my echo right next to this other one.
Okay. Are you going to attack with it this round?
No.
Heart.
Well,
I think you said last week that it cost you a resource to do, which I didn't know.
yeah, let's see. I will not. I can,
Okay.
but I will not.
Herp. I believe this one also does nothing. Being a good little shield boy. Okay. Bottom of the round, Marcus. Marcus will move 5 feet to here. Say, I'm not sure this is a fight worth picking. We have what we want. We can just get the fuck out of here. He's actually going to hold his action. Technically, he can only hold his action to do one thing, which really sucks. He's going to hold his action to pick up one half of the lockbox and run. You guys watch him grab a hold of it and kind of like frantically looking around at you guys to see, if you're going to fall back with him or not.
Yeah, I'm with Marcus.
I mean, we're gonna take a couple swipes getting out of here, and something tells me that boomstick got a long range.
Yeah!
You run from somebody with a gun.
Marcus don't really know what it is. Marcus,
Zigzag formation.
Do you think we
Serpentine.
could?
Serpentine.
You think we'd be able to kill them before they still got off the same amount of shots?
I mean, I feel like if we stop him, we stop the range issue. We can
The
probably
thing is
outrun
that-
these heavy, clunky boys.
You
Well,
have to
question
dive
about
in
the
on him to
height.
get down there, and then have to go so much further to get back
Yeah.
out past these other guys.
So,
No, yeah.
how high up are they on this ridge, though?
20 feet.
Okay, that's like probably. It'd probably be too far to like jump down and be able to like. I don't know. They might be able to catch up because
This-
they're carrying this big ass trunk.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, I don't care. I don't mind telling you guys this. If two of you are carrying it, that's just, it's almost like you're carrying a weapon in that hand. You couldn't do
No.
anything else with that hand. But if two of you are running with it, I'm willing to say it's light enough that, it just takes up a hand
Good
each.
one. And me and Randy use our secondary arms.
They can hold weapons. Isn't that a thing it says on the thing? Probably. I mean,
You dumb
They
fuck
can hold
yourself.
light
Only
weapons.
weapons.
Light
and you could use them
weapons.
to open doors and stuff like that.
I'm gonna rule that you have to use, for a lockbox full of coins, you have to use a main arm. It's big and heavy.
That's fair.
Yeah, it specifies pick up or set down tiny objects.
Oh.
I like where your head's at, though.
I also like where his head's at. All right, guy. I don't know what to call him. The stranger with the guns, the gunslinger. Y'all watch as he finishes reloading, brings up both guns to bear, and oh man, some of you have moved closer. His first shot's gonna go at Echo's echo. Because he doesn't know what
Echo
the
squared.
Did he
fuck.
make that save
Hey.
for Moonbeam?
Yeah, I was about to
Oh,
ask, and
thanks.
the tower shield guy also last round, right? Before this?
Yeah.
Yes.
He should have also rolled.
They've been using their turns to stay there, so I will roll that for all of them. You said it's a wisdom
One of them
save?
has to.
No, it's a con save, I think. Let's see.
A con save, heard. So this is for one. Oof. This is for the oof. Both of them
Yeah.
rolled like shit.
Good.
Total dog shit. The other guy rolled a 13, which I don't think passes. So they all take that, what, like 14 damage?
14.
Yeah.
Solid.
Also, it's not a cantrip, it's a concentration. The tooltip didn't pop on the little C, so it's actually concentration.
Yeah, for a minute I was like, there's surely no way he could use a second level as a cantrip. That would be
No,
fucked.
no.
But no, that's really cool.
It's okay. It was
That's a good
still
spell to
it was worth burning a slot for.
Yes.
Oh,
they,
for sure. Yeah.
as
14 damage on 3 enemies?
Yeah,
Okay.
rain radiant damage down on them. He flinches, tenses up, and takes his first. You see now as he raises this odd object in his hand, and bang at the echo. It definitely hits the echo. 24 to hit for an 11 piercing damage.
It just dissipates.
Dissipates. You guys watch him raise. Pow! He looks victorious for just a moment before realizing that there's someone who looks just like that back there. Looking really angry. I don't know that he can actually reach you with that. So instead, he's going to keep going on Randy because he knows he's hit Randy once or twice. And that one, his gun jams.
Fuck yeah.
Blows up in his face. 12 damage.
Well, that's the problem when they jam. Like
You mean 12d6.
you guys hear in this cavern through all there's just this briefest moment of silence and this clicking sound of the hammer striking the flintlock and nothing. You can't hear him cursing, but you see his mouth moving as he slams the pistol back into its holster. Yeah, click. For sure. Okay, Demos, you are on deck after whichever one this one is. I may have skipped the warforged earlier, but that's okay. Demos, you're up. Coop, you're on deck.
Hearing the boom boom definitely coming not from either of these guys, now that I can see them. I'm gonna move myself 5 feet. That fucker's gonna get an attack of opportunity.
He's gonna take it.
Get it. I
Can
probably
he
should have
trip you?
actually. You've already used your reaction, technically.
So
having
then
green.
I was about to say, I was just thinking about that. So he cannot attack you because
I
he
think
tried to
that's-
trip you.
I think that's more of a bonus action thing for what you're going for. But for the purposes of this, I will gladly say no. Oh, I'm not.
Is that not
Oh,
more
so
broken?
even if I move back, it still keeps the thing. That's kind of funky. Hang on. I'm trying to do my. Okay, so if I move the 5, I can definitely see that fucker. I'm gonna use my last second level to cast Hold Person on the Boom Boom guy, since
Oh.
he's the poison of interest.
Okay, I need to check something real fast.
Hold them.
Let me see here.
Hold me tender, hold me sweet. Never let me go.
Interesting. Okay. Wisdom save.
Yes, sir. DC 13. Roll shitty.
14. I'm sorry.
Damn. Okay. Well, Demo shrugs. That's all I got. Take the fuck off. Back up here. I'm not gonna
Fuck.
grab that because Demos, probably not the muscle that you want. If I get there, I'm gonna have to take another one next turn. But if I go the other way, I have to skirt him. Okay, so hang on. I'm gonna try to get this back where it was. Bloop.
I keep holding Q2, which really fucks it up. You just press it once.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I keep making that
Well,
same mistake.
it still does the thing, doesn't it?
You can press
But
it
it doesn't
again
repeat
to.
the thing. I
Yeah,
gotcha.
you can press it again to place a dot.
Okay. 30. Floop, right about there.
Okay.
I did my best.
You tried.
They look like pistols, though, yeah, not rifles or anything like that.
For sure.
Okay.
Flintlocks, to be precise. Not that any of you would know what a flintlock pistol is. Goob, you're up.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Shit. Okay. How's everybody doing on health? I wish I could see it.
Yeah, can we see a bar for Marcus even if we don't have numbers?
I don't know.
Just the same way you would any other token. Just put something in the red bar and you have to mark
I
it for
see.
players to see.
Well, I have to. Can y'all see that? No. Yes. No.
No, sir.
No.
No.
Okay. How do I mark it? Here we go. Here we go.
There should be a checkbox, I think, to the right.
What about now?
There you go.
Yeah.
There it is.
I think I gave him more health than that. 1 second.
Just
think-
priority though. I do want to yell out like I'm running real low on healing spells.
Feel ya! This is my last second level spell with 1 spell slot left.
Yeah, I've got one first and 1 second, so I'm hurting.
Oof.
It's a good thing we have potions.
Oh wait, no, we had a short rest, right? So I'm actually only 2 down. Or I've got 1 that I spent for the healing word, and then yeah, that was it. That was all I did because I used that second level for the moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Which is still up if any of those fuckers come around.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's like I think it's a full minute.
I'm glad you said that. They don't have to roll a save every time, do they? I guess they do.
If they start their turn in the area, they gotta.
Interesting.
It's still half damage if they do pass though, so it's the
In fact,
second period.
Have you done the damage to both of them? The turn you skipped might have been one of the ones that was getting popped.
I did do the damage to both of them, but one of the
cool.
I do have to do one more right now. That's why I was asking.
Gotcha.
The guy in the back with the guns, he definitely got hit once, and one of the warforged got hit. I don't think that the third one has been hit yet.
You've hit all of them at least once. You're about to hit
Oh, have
another
I?
one.
Okay.
You're about to hit another one a second time.
Yeet.
Yep.
Okay. Man, I'm kind of in a bind. I think this is too far. Oh yeah. Okay, so no one has picked up the other side of the chest, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, I've only got 30 feet. That's too far.
You can dash, but then you wouldn't
I
be able to
could
pick up
dash.
the chest.
Yeah.
I mean,
feel like
it's a free action to pick it up. He would have 20 feet of movement to move backwards. Because he would get 60 total for his dash.
but he can't move until Marcus moves, yeah?
Marcus
does
is
that
holding
work
his
with
action
Marcus
to
is
move.
holding. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So they could get 20 feet back.
How are the people on the ridge looking?
They're both. They seem to be the same creatures y'all are
big.
fighting. They don't. They're one of them's a little closer to bloodied, but they don't look in
Alright.
critical condition.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna move over to
Marcus.
Move over to Marcus and help him grab the other handle, and
I love it. Goob is all about the money.
yeah, it's very in character. He's just like, oh shit, no, we gotta get that.
We got to get the
definitely
loot out of
very
here.
cool. Loot is priority number one.
I just have this mental image of Goob going up, like, goobing the gold and, like, leaving the chest and just running with the gold in him, like...
Yeah, I wish I could do
Fuck
that.
it.
Okay.
Ew.
Is a goob a storage container?
I don't.
Azure
think
considers
so.
blobs containers, so do with that what you will. Okay. Anything else? You have a bonus action if you'd like to use it, Goob.
How is Goob not a blob?
It makes sense, though. You have, like, an ice blob, you put some fucking drinks in it, boom, refrigerator. Like, I mean, I could see so many uses. You cook things in fire blobs? Love it.
Yeah, I don't
Could
have
be.
any.
You don't have a broil setting?
None of the bonus actions.
No broil setting. No broil setting. No.
I'll see. No bonus broiling. Okay.
No bonus brawling. I don't even know what my base like body temperature is.
Well,
Oh, that's a good point.
plasmas are
Yeah.
probably
Body
pretty.
temperature?
Plasma is probably pretty high. Isn't plasma like a product of heat? Anyway, I don't
basically
need
like
to go
an
down this
amoeba. I'm
road.
like a giant amoeba, so like it would probably be like roughly.
I'd
like
imagine just like a
98.6.
room temperature gel.
I was thinking that, just,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
regulates wherever you go. When you go
Jeez.
somewhere hot, you get a little, little drippier. Like,
Oh, I'm looking a little drippy now because I'm running out of juice, but
All right.
yeah, no bonus action.
Heard. All right, Randy. He had to use 10 feet of his movement speed to get to you. He's gonna try and trip you up. Put it in your roll. Do the thing. Okay, the first one was an 18.
Oh,
So this one rushes up to you, uses his reaction, and again, you watch as he faints, and then it sweeps you with the hook on the end of this large hammer. You go whoo and fall flat on your side. It's gonna do something different this time. It's gonna take both of its attacks on you. Both of them have advantage because you're prone.
Okay.
That's 6 bludgeoning damage for the first attack, a 19. The second one is a 22 for 11 bludgeoning damage.
wait. Repeat those numbers.
6 and 11.
17. Puts you at 4. And within
Yeah,
range
buddy.
of a fucking... You're prone and in striking range. Oof.
Yeah, I know. He's real mad because that's his whole action economy.
Oh, but you're a rogue.
His rogue. It takes some of his speed away, though.
You can.
Oh,
you
Randy,
can
it's your turn.
dodge as the bonus action, I think. To
I don't
Maybe-
think I have uncanny dodge yet.
It's not it's
At
not
level 3
uncanny
you
dodge.
should.
Now, what you're thinking of, Joey, is dodge as an action.
Yeah.
He can do it as a
Gives
bonus
him
action,
disadvantage.
but he has to do that on his
their
turn.
strikes. Yeah, so that would at least negate the fact that
advantage.
you're prone.
Yeah.
But
Well, it's his turn, so he can just get up.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. Okay, you'll have to explain that action economy to me later because I don't
I
know
got you.
about that.
I got you.
I got you.
But yeah, I'll stand up.
Okay. You have half your
and
movement left.
Then I'm
If you use your
going
bonus action to
booming-
dodge, you can give him disadvantage on this opportunity attack if you're going to try to move out.
Well, if he can bonus action disengage and just leave.
Oh, that's fair.
He
Yeah.
used his reaction. He shouldn't have an opportunity attack.
100%,
That
Brandon.
is correct. Yes, because that is a reaction. Solid.
Yeah, okay. That's a lot that's going on, but you're right. Even if I did not have fancy footwork, he still couldn't hit me, which is nice.
Yeah.
Because I'm down to 4 HP. I'm gonna smack this to a booming blade, hopefully.
Okay.
Oh my god, I rolled a 4.
God.
I'm not gonna do that.
You're all
That's
cursed.
2 4s in a row, by the way.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Damn.
Alright, fine. I'm just gonna...
You can also bonus action dash, so you could get you could get 30 feet again by bonus action dashing and just
Okay.
go.
Because you don't need to do the
was gonna
dodge or
ask if you could...
disengage.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you could dash with a bonus action because I was planning on
You
dashing on my
can.
action if I could.
You're
but-
a rogue. You can. You're a rogue.
Cool.
So your thing that I'll
the-
explain in a minute. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna leer at this dude for a minute, and then I'm gonna be like, no, this is not a fight I'm gonna win. And then I'm going to dash. I can get up to 60 feet.
30. So you had 30. You got up and
30.
you had 15. Your bonus action dashing
Got
to
it.
get double. So you're going back up to 30.
Got it. I'm just gonna pop right up there by Marcus.
Heard. Very good.
I do actually. It's just flavor, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But I do want to take a bonus action to use my shape self pseudopod, if you'll let me, and turn my head into a 6-inch wide middle finger. 6 inches wide. Middle
Heard?
The
The baddies, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm about it. That's hilarious.
As the boys run away with the goob finger.
Long story short, Josh, as a rogue, you have an ability that allows you to dash, disengage, or dodge as a bonus action. Those are usually actions.
I see. Cunning action. Got it. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not used to actually having legitimate bonus actions I can do as part of an action economy. That's new for me.
Pretty much every martial class benefits from dipping 2 levels in rogue just for that shit. Any melee class, really. Zephyr was what you got. Drix, I think you're on deck. Let me check number 12 real quick. Drix, you're on deck.
Yeah, so this guy right here, I'm gonna try and draw him towards me because, comrade here is dying. So we're gonna holler at him and throw an Eldritch Blast out. With an 11! Juicy.
Juicy.
We struggling.
Yo, I was
We
struggling.
rolled up on the rock with plans to flip it, and we're just dying. First encounter.
Y'all got tangled up with the wrong kind of people. Bonus actions ever? I know that's usually been a no.
Nope.
All right, this guy has to make a what's-you-call-it because he's standing in goob shit. Oh, man. Half as much damage to one of these guys. Standing in goob's moonbeam. Drix, you're up. Echo, you're on deck.
Just not move.
Which one is this one?
All right. I'm gonna say. Can I attack and then use my movement?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm gonna do that then. I'm gonna. Fucking 3rd time's the charm. I'm gonna try to hit him with a fucking gasket.
Fuck him up. Yes!
Nice.
Well, get that damage.
Get it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me see that bonus action
Bonus
strike.
action, pop that motherfucker.
Ooh.
Would be a 9, but still.
Oh, I see. That's not damage. Oh, Devin. All right.
No, you can go ahead.
This time as y'all re-engage, you bring the Githka up and catch it right under the chin. You hear some cords and synthetic cords and leather and stuff tear and break. You knock its head back so far. It even staggers a wee bit. Echo, what you got? Unless you're gonna do anything else, Drix.
I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Okay, I think he does get to swing at you because he didn't knock you over
Go
last
for
turn.
Yeah, I'll take the opportunity attack. I'm gonna cover Goob and Marcus.
It's just 6 bludgeoning damage, so a 21 for 6 bludgeoning damage.
Well, actually, if he used his hammer on him on the last turn, he does not have his reaction.
He didn't try to swipe him. He just swung at him.
Okay.
Echo, what you got?
Gonna bonus action manifest Echo in front of this one.
Oh.
Fire an arrow at the other one.
Oh.
The one with whose head's fallen off. I'm gonna target that head and miss.
You skirts over it. You and your tricksy bullshit.
But I
over it.
will unleash incarnation and melee attack with my Echo on the other
Solid.
one.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit
It do.
Fantastic.
for 8 damage.
Okay. Okay.
And I will step back just a little bit. Let's see. How does this work again?
You put one foot in front of the other really, really fast.
Right, asshole. Alright. He's gonna stay there, and I can get this far away without losing my Echo. Alright, that's it.
Okay. Echo does some pretty tricksy shit, actually. I'm a little impressed. As this guy, oh man, the one that you guys have done a chunk to. 5, 10, All right.
Oh god, the lag is real.
Yeah, I was lagging a little bit too. It's gonna stop right there. It takes half its movement speed to get there. All right.
Does Drix get an opportunity attack? Or is it only when you leave range?
He does
Oh,
get
no,
one because
with
he
Drix, yeah.
has a thing. Make that swing, Drix.
If it enters range, yeah.
Pop, pop,
Oh,
motherfucker.
cool, yeah. Heck yeah.
Ooh. Oh man. All right. You guys watch as it has to stumble its way into position as Drix nails it in the ankle with the Githka. You see the ankle break. So that's not hobbling, but his foot's sideways. Still has more of a foot than Zephyr, unfortunately.
Oh, if we take the foot, we can use that as your prosthetic. That's actually
Friendly reminder, your speed is halved, Zephyr.
friendly my ass.
I just remembered myself. That's very
Hey guys,
interesting.
you'll have to run away. By the way, Zephyr, you're missing a leg.
I forgot about that till right
Gas
now.
Machines.
I'm sweating for you guys. Oh man. All right, here it comes, Randy. I'm sorry. First attack. He's not even gonna try to knock you over. 17 hits.
Yeah.
10 bludgeoning damage. As its ankle breaks, it staggers forward and just rains the hammer down on your neck and shoulder. 8
I
damage. Yeah. So
Yeah, it didn't matter.
do you get to do that several times a day? I guess you do. That's your thing. Okay.
It just
with
goes with my psionic dice, yeah.
its second action, its second attack, whatever you want to call it, it is going to scoop up Randy and move its. It can only move 10 feet now because it moved earlier. Oh, no doubt.
Excuse me? Scoop him up?
Drag him, grapple him.
He leaves Marcus's range. Marcus has a free hand with a weapon.
Fair enough. I ain't saying you're wrong. All right, Marcus, let's see it. Oh, Marcus meets.
Get it, Marcus.
Let me check something here. Oh, so close. Marcus deals a pretty... So, as it steps away, Marcus gets it again in the leg, and you guys see it begin to... Its leg falls off. It is now missing from the knee down. It begins to hop backwards.
I'm not dead yet. It's just a flesh wound.
You guys can even see, like, the lights that light up behind its... You know, it doesn't have eyes. Like Warforged, it kind of has lights for eyes. You can see them flickering. It's not looking great. Oh, man, but we roll back around to... Oh, man.
3 fuckers who are all in the range of that fuckery.
Yeah.
3 wisdom saves. Because fuck them.
Oh, thank you for saying
Don't you
that.
have to use an action to unjam a gun?
It does. He
He
does.
still has the 1 firearm.
Yeah. But he can
I
only
was thinking
shoot it
about
one per
reloading.
turn.
So this is a meta question, and I don't want to. But since he mentioned that, so if he has 2 guns, I think it's a bonus action to reload. I think he can only reload 1 at a time. I'm not certain on that, but that's what I.
I think that is correct, Raw. But he has been given special stuff to give him the
He's a quick
gunslinger.
draw.
He's
Yeah,
got
to give him the
fuckery.
He
gunslinger
could just
kind of thing. Yeah. He doesn't have a revolver.
Got his red
Yeah.
eye. Kind
Y'all-
of thing.
Y'all fear the dude with the revolver. He does not
Debatable.
have a revolver. Just a little
Are
foreshadowing.
there
for y'all.
cartridge weapons in this world, or no?
I'm apprehensive.
Cartridge weapons?
He did
No.
a flintlock pistol. That should be a whole action to reload.
Yes, so this is... Demos
3
knows.
actions.
You gotta take the thing out.
Anyway, he can only shoot once, you are correct. He has to actually use his action to unjam his gun. So I think that's what he's going to do. He sees that that his
He makes a dex-
forged have one. Makes dex save. I'll roll that real quick.
There's not dex. I'm
Have-
sorry. What was that, Goob? A wisdom? Constitution?
Oh, a con, yeah.
Constitution.
Oh,
Constitution.
he fails again. He's actually
The-
another
the other 2 do
chunk
as well.
of damage. Not the other 2, just one of them.
Oh, okay. Wait, he's not starting their turn in that thing?
Their turn just hasn't come up yet. I mean, it failed
I
too.
gotcha. I'm sorry.
Not all of their turns have come up yet, is what I should say.
How's he looking?
He is looking. He's not bloodied. Barely.
Hmm.
Okay. He's going to use his action to reload. Technically, he gets to make one more shot since he's got the multi-attack thing. Oh man, none of you really look. He doesn't think it's. He killed the Echo last time, but
He did. How far is his dark vision? Does he know there's another one?
Well,
Did he see
technically,
that far?
think about it this way: you are all carrying torches. You can see
Oh, no,
much
you're right. I
farther
gotcha.
than 60
Yeah.
feet. Or well, half of you are carrying torches. You get the idea. He's going to take his shot at Marcus since he knows that Marcus has been hit. Oh no!
He can reach that far?
I'll double check. Thank you for saying that.
He's got spell sniper. Good luck.
He can reach that far.
He can. Oh,
I was about to
damn.
say, watch it hit
Yeah.
Deimos instead and knock him down.
God damn it.
He's going to
You
use.
get a rules lawyer.
This one is particularly special. Does he have to? Okay. As you guys watch, as he no sounds, no spell components, no somatic components, does not wave his hand around or anything. You guys watch as he finishes reloading, slams that one pistol back in its holster, raises the other one, and this time the kind of orangish burst of light you guys have been seeing is a gruesome purple. You guys actually, the bullet looks like it has a tracer on it. If y'all don't know what that means, is there's like a purple line that follows that stems from the bullet. Right to Marcus. Maybe heal some extra damage real quick. And don't be too scared. It's not a lot.
I'd say he's over
Oh.
half, so I feel like we're okay.
It doubled the damage on that attack, but that's not going to happen every time. Marcus is still standing, but you guys watch this purple tracer bullet lodge into his shoulder as Marcus takes another one. His shirt is covered in blood. Demos. Your turn. Sorry.
This one in front of me is looking pretty fucked, right? The one that's got...
Oh, yes.
Okay. I really want this to hit, so I'm going to use Witch Bolt at the 3rd level using the last... Oh... If I use the last one, I have to roll to see if it'll survive. But if I do it at a 2nd level, it'll be 44 plus 1. The average of that is like 14, 15 damage?
Is your wand still empty?
No, 15 is the max.
Guess you're right next to him.
No,
You don't
that's
have a
right.
melee attack?
Wouldn't do him very good. Strength sucks. Dex sucks.
Yeah, the chances of hitting him would be
I got
low
it.
as shit. That's why I'm getting the...
And just
That's
point.
okay. That did not roll that correct. That rolled 1d4. I get 4 more of those. I almost shit myself.
The
Full
fair. How many?
Excuse me.
What did you use it at 2nd level?
I am using 2 charges on the wand to use it at 2nd
Second
level.
level. Regardless, Demos, you watch as it begins to drag Randy away, and you see this tracer bullet smack into Marcus, and you whip out the wand, turn, and
I got a piece too, motherfucker.
blast this warforged that drops your friend. It is definitely dead. Collapses onto the ground. I'll put an X over him instead. so
Can
y'all
I
see
use
it.
my bonus action to like half scoop Randy up and say I'm gonna need some help here, and use my action to hold the dash when somebody helps me?
That took your action to fire the wand. It doesn't cost
Oh
you.
no, you're right. I'm sorry.
I will let you use a bonus action to grapple Randy. You could still move half your movement speed.
Okay. So it's 5 to shit. I gotta use my fucking Q. My P's and fucking Q's apparently.
I got
did the thing. Why didn't you do?
I got a
so
cute
5
dog,
feet
y'all.
to get
Can
him,
you
so
just QQ that
I
guy?
can move 22.
Okay.
No, excuse me. Halves. 25 halves is 13 feet. So I can get him like up to here. Bloop. Just form this perfect little chorus line with the boys.
Oh, Randy, you're gonna have to roll on the table again here in a second.
Another cool scar.
I have a question. So, I think rules is written. Typically, I couldn't respond to Joey, but would you allow me to like acknowledge him when he says like I could use some help?
For sure.
Okay, and just a little flavor. I'm like, it's pretty clear I'm conflicted on like leaving the gold behind. But I remember like Randy's helped me out a little bit, So like I'm like, okay, I gotta help this guy. I like him enough to help him.
He's gonna help you steal stuff.
Oh,
We've seen some character growth here.
for real.
I'm trying.
You you could heal him and he could run himself, but I don't know.
I don't know.
your spell
I've got
slots.
plans. I've got plans.
Okay.
Is that your turn,
I'm-
Demos? I guess it
yeah.
is. It is your turn, Goob, because that's Demos' turn. So you may do as you please.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely running over to Randy, and he is officially making death rolls, right?
He will be.
Okay. I'm going to. I do have a cantrip, and this is for sure a cantrip.
You can stabilize him.
I've double checked. Yeah, it's
Spare the dying?
Yeah.
Is that 1 or
Uh,
0 hit points? Is he still unconscious?
I think he's still unconscious.
So this is I'm unclear on. Like I could heal him, but would that actually bring him up and
Yeah.
give him
If
points?
you give him a
It
hit
would, yes.
point, yeah, he would be conscious
As-
and get his turn.
As long as he's making death saves, you can do that. But once if he fails 3 and he's dead, then you have to have like a revivify or something like
Right,
that to
okay,
bring him
okay.
up.
Yeah. In that case, I'm going to cure wounds and
Okay.
try
Lay
to
on
bring
goop.
him.
Lay
lift
on
it up.
you.
Give him the goops.
Yeah, and to say, "Here comes the goop."
I love it.
And hold moves.
Wow, okay. Solid cure wounds. Randy, you come to out of the darkness. Your new plasmoid friend Goob standing over you, and you just feel his somewhat lukewarm, goopy hand retract from your shoulder. His head still in the shape of a giant middle finger.
Glowing like a
Go
beacon
back
in the
to
night.
middle, though. It's pointing. It's still pointing. At the
At
at
them,
the appropriate
yeah.
parties.
I see.
It's like a compass. It just always finds
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Always find true north by where the finger points. Oh, I love it.
Okay.
Goop could still go back and grab the chest, though, huh?
It's a
do
free
have
action, I
few
think you
feet
said.
left. Yeah, and that's definitely like
If you,
within.
if you have enough speed, for sure, you can go back and grab it.
Yeah, I give him the middle finger turns to a thumbs up, directed at
Randy.
Smiley.
I run back and grab
Okay.
the chest.
Fair enough. Is there anything else you can do with your turn?
That's it.
Okay. This one here is going to use its turn to swing on the echo. It's... they're not as...
The echo did just smack him, so he knows it hurt him. So
Well, here's the thing. They don't... I don't know if I want to reveal that. They don't think, per se. They're being given orders. Okay.
from the right Korean gunslinger dude.
You wouldn't know. It's gonna smash Echo, or Echo
Same.
squared. Stop. It's gonna smash Echo squared with its turn. Does a 15 hit your Echo squared?
It does not,
Okay, the second one was a 20 for 12 damage.
and it dissipates.
Okay, you guys watch as it takes a swing, misses, and then takes the hook and just jams it underneath the chin of Echo squared. And as it fades off the end of the hammer, you watch it kind of stand up, tower, and watch. Does not use any of its movement. Randy, you're up after just getting revived by your friend Goop. Goob.
Randy turns around. I'm looking. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the heck did I miss?
Oh,
And
wait.
then I think
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
sorry.
No,
No, I was just gonna say like I got to get out of here. I don't want to go down again. That was scary. But I guess I'm just gonna try to move. I don't know if there's any way I can assist them to like make moving that easy. Well, they had their full movement because it's just a free action to carry it.
Sure.
Man, I don't want to like abandon the party, but I'm thinking about just
No, you get the fuck out of here. Tim was
Like-
telling you, abandon the fucking party.
like taking a dash and just getting as much space between me and the sniper as I can.
Let me pause you 1 second. Is there anybody here on their turn that is not going to run away?
I might fire an arrow at towering guy.
So
first.
you'll only be able to move 30 feet?
Yeah. Because Zephyr can only move 30 feet. I don't want to leave him behind.
That's a good point.
That's true, because he can
In
dash.
that case, I will move the 30 and pop off like a firebolt. But
You also have a starlight step, Just
Oh,
so you know.
yeah.
I see.
Oh yeah, hobble a little faster.
How much
Go
distance can you get
hobble
on that?
and push
So
somewhere else.
what
Is
I
that a
am
misty step, 30 feet?
Yeah, it's 30
Yeah.
feet. It's a
Solid.
bonus action.
So here's kind of the dealio. The guy towering does not chase you. You can roll your hit if you want, Echo, since it doesn't cost you anything. I would be there's no way you can kill it if I'm going to be honest with you. But you can definitely shoot at it if you would like. It does not pursue you guys. Oh,
Tell me we can't kill it.
I mean, y'all can try.
Fire
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, did this guy have resistances?
Let's TPK. Let's just
did
do
not.
it. Let's just TPK real quick.
You guys do as you all kind of turn and bolt. You can still roll that if you want, Echo. It fades into the darkness. You cannot hear. You do not hear pursuit, but it is a somewhat terrifying sprint back through the caverns from which you came. Considering it was
Flavor-wise, Sorry, I was going to say, like, before I took off, because the way that the Thrycreen telepathy works, you can broadcast a message to anyone within, like, 120 feet of you blindly.
Mhm.
And I know we heard that voice when we first got there. I don't know who it's from, but as I'm getting ready to run, I'm just going to sort of shout in my telepathy, "Call off your dogs, you coward, come out." And then I'm going to bail.
How far
And
are
I'm
you?
gonna
It's a great
say
idea.
something derogatorily.
I was about to say, I use my message. Fuck you.
He
Just
shakes
heckle
his
this
middle
fucker.
finger hand, like, violently. Just
So Randy's feelings are a little bit hurt, so he's just like, I'm still gonna act like I'm tough as I'm bailing out, like, screw you, dog, but also bye.
Yeah, alright. It looks like all of you on this turn would leave his range, so there is no responding shot to your verbal jab. As you guys haul ass back down these tunnels away from whatever the fuck is inhabiting the Rock of Brawl. That's why we're going to take a break, because I have to piss.
Good timing.
Oh yeah, it's
When we
10:30.
come back,
For sure,
I
for
think
sure.
I have to roll on a table or something.
You do! Lingering
I
injuries for
almost said it
Randy.
earlier, and I'm like, no, I don't want him to lose a leg too. It has to be
No,
really
I'm 100%. I like the idea of the table, so I'm gonna be honest about it.
No. I'll
Yeah,
see
that's one
y'all
concept.
in 10.
It's all of us.
Everybody's back. First things first, you all go to level 4, so please level yourselves up to level 4.
Hell yeah.
I can close this encounter now.
Bless.
I gotta
Randy.
pull out.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Dimension 20. I'm like, what could we call something like the Box of Doom for when you have to roll on this stupid table?
No, yeah.
What is the Box
Box
of
of
Doom?
dismemberment.
I'm not familiar with the Box of Doom, but sounds...
It's just like when they have
When-
like super important rolls.
Oh, I
You
see.
roll it in the box in front of everybody, so everybody. can
Oh,
see that,
I've
yeah.
got you. No, I think that's
Yeah,
that's
and
great
usually
for...
like says your modifier is this, so you have to roll this number, so you know right away. You know.
No,
but-
for sure.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, that's really
Oh,
cool for
yeah,
the big dice like we had. Randy, I need you to roll a d20, please. What is
Or
that? I can't see it.
15.
15. Oh! I'm going to put this in chat for everybody to
Where's-
see. I'm going to read it.
Where's the table? Put it out there.
All right, I'm going to send you this. I'll just go send you the one. I'm sorry. But I'll put it where everybody can see it. Give me my
Describe it,
calendar.
Tell us what happens.
I'm
Reveal
sorry.
it
I'm
and-
looking at multiple things. I'll read it after I
Put it on
post
the
it.
battle map.
Oh no, it's going to your Discord. Festering Wound. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 1. Every 24 hours the wound persists. If your hit point maximum drops to 0, you die. The wound heals if you receive magical healing. Alternatively, someone can tend to the wound and make a DC 15 Wisdom Medicine check once every 24 hours. After 10 successes, the wound heals.
To be clear, this is magical healing, which means that even like a healing word would work, right? This isn't like one of
Yes.
the ones where you have to go to a hospital. Okay.
Yes.
so technically, didn't he already get that from me once?
You know, I was wondering about that. I was
I-
thinking about that.
Because that's how you picked him up.
That's
Yeah,
it.
he
and this
hit
would've
0,
happened
so
before
that
it.
would be when he incurred the actual wound, or
I'll have to think about that.
that's bullshit.
No, I think I will lean in y'all's direction and say that if the wound says that, if the roll table says that, and you were picked up by a cure wounds or something, I'm going to say that That does heal the wound, I think.
Yes. Because
thinking, like, order of
that thing
operations,
sucks, by the way.
I mean,
Yeah.
24 hours is a long time.
Yeah, it is, but still.
So, yeah, so like order of operations though, like if you are downed, that is when you would roll on the table technically, right? Or to be at the end of the encounter. Because if it was like
It says when you drop to 0 hit points, so I guess you do roll it.
okay, so
you
yeah,
do
the
roll
magic,
it.
yeah, yeah.
No,
So
I
if
think you're right.
Ruling
enough.
that way makes sense because a lot of them require something beyond just a magical healing to fix. So,
And to be honest, I'd rather be able to drop y'all more and make y'all tense than like if y'all hated dropping every time because of the stupid table. It wouldn't be as much fun to make y'all drop. Anyway, enjoy your non-festering wound, Randy. You guys race back down the alleyways, black tunnels of the asteroid tunnels of the Rock of Brawl, and you run a pretty far chunk away before I imagine you guys have to stop to catch your breath. Somewhere in between where you came in and where the drop-off zone was. It's a little bit difficult to tell. Oh boy. Ben, odd or even?
Odd.
Odd. Same. Odd's my favorite. Odd. A little difficult to tell, but you guys are mostly confident you ran back the way you came. Would you guys like to stop and do anything before you attempt? If there's not anything you would like to do, you guys will have to work your way back without getting caught.
Wait, didn't Marcus lead us here? Can't he guide us?
You ask him?
Yeah, as we're going through the tunnels, like we're going back to the ship, right?
Well, y'all were just sprinting, and then you stopped to get your bearings. If you would like to go back to the ship, you can ask him if he knows the way back.
Well, I would ask him. Well, that went incredibly to shit. What is your plan now? Are we to return to the ship? Are we to go to Brawl? Where would be more secure?
Marcus his voice sounds wet. He has been shot like 3 or 4 times or something. He says,
hate that for you.
that sucked for him. He says, once we make it back out, back out to Wild Space to the edge of the rock, I'll have Jericho come pick us up and we can land at the docks. I have a friend there. Small problem. He produces from his pocket what seems to be a
bloodstained,
maybe a little smaller than a CD. Maybe think like a floppy disk, but it is round. What looks like a coin. It is gold and round like a coin, same thickness, but much larger in diameter, as I've just described, with no insignias on it. No markings, no runes, nothing. Nothing stamped on it to give you a currency or any idea of what what country or what mint it would be. Totally smooth on both sides.
Bitcoin.
And he's sorry, that tickled me. He says, "This is how I knew where to get for the drop off. Now that we've completed the transaction, it doesn't seem to be telling me anything anymore."
Can it be used to trace our location?
Fuck if I know. You're the magic man.
We don't have a bag of holding. Do you have some kind of extraplanar device we could keep that in to keep us off the
fuck does
grid?
that mean?
You got a bag with no bottom.
No. The fuck?
Okay.
Marcus grumbles about really would like in a bag with no bottom.
You seem like the type would like it bottomless. Then we should make to the ship post haste. Our friend is, Randy. Are you doing all right? That wound looks pretty gnarly.
Man, I'm moving around, but I'm hurting. I'm ready to get out of this stupid place.
Well, as soon as Zephyr catches up with the rest of us, we can start moving at a reasonable pace and try to get the fuck out of here.
Just hobbling along.
Randy, like would have been a festering wound. Obviously, Hurt turns around and says, "You need me to carry you?"
Ain't gonna be carried by no bug.
Where is your wound? Like it? What do you think? Abdomen, leg, arm, neck?
Well, we determined it wasn't there because he received magical healing.
Oh, the
Right.
wound. So it's closed.
Wait, does it scar though? Are we doing that or?
That's up to y'all.
I thought it had to be 10 days of magic or 10 uses of magical healing.
No, that's only if you medicine
No.
checked it.
I see.
So for the flavor of this specific one, instead of having to do like a higher level spell, it's just any magical healing will cure that festering wound.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because it doesn't specify regenerate or whatever. Okay, you guys do. Just make some stealth checks for me, please. This time, no skill challenge.
Oh, fun.
Oh, cool.
What
Now that I
every
don't have a
wounded,
+15
bloody
to
party.
stealth,
Yeah, y'all limping back to the ship.
Deimos looks back at our blood trail. Oh,
I'm
that ain't
leaving-
good.
I'm leaving a trail of tears.
Oh no!
Trail of tears. That 20!
Mm.
Well, okay, I've stolen all the 20s somehow. I don't know how I did it, but I'm sorry.
Ah,
I like to think that during this journey, maybe once or twice, some of you think you hear a clank, 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 softly echoing from behind you. But you guys do manage to sleuth your way back to where the opening in the side of the rock was. You do find, sometime along the way, Marcus uses a sending stone to speak with Jericho, and you find the Crimson waiting for you. You guys board the ship. Where's my Crimson? Oh, I knew I should have archived this stupid page. Two seconds. Is that the Crimson? Nope, it's the Crimson. Yeah. And as you guys are kind of coming on board, a couple of the House Tarkanin members there to greet you look a little perturbed to see Marcus very bloody. Some blood still running out of the holes in his chest. Randy not looking any better, really. You guys looking a little worse for wear. You can see Marcus immediately begins to fill them in on the events of the combat and has sent someone off to tell Jericho to get the fuck out so they can go. And you guys peel off and away from the rock. And not straight to the dock.
Rock Johnson.
You do float up above the rock for a minute. I'll go ahead and show you guys the rock.
Listen, every time you say it, all I can think about is Dwayne the Rock.
Dwayne The
Johnson.
Rock Johnson! No, I was just thinking this is the closest I've ever been to The Rock.
I'm sorry, but that's apparently Spelljammer canon that they call the Rock of Brawl the Rock. Y'all circle Brawl for X amount of time. As you begin to circle, Marcus pipes up. He says, "Is there any kind of patching up that you guys need to do here before we go down? I have a good friend that works in the shipyard of the docks. We can get landed safely and into the city without much trouble."
Goob raises a hand and is like, "I really need to chill for a bit."
Same. Would also like to chill. That sounds quite nice. In
Just
fact,
shrivel
meta
behind me,
question.
like, sorry, good. Go.
I was gonna say meta-wise. This is our long chill period. Is that correct?
It is.
Is this
next
is
one?
this the third night?
This next one? It
Yeah, I
is.
could use a long chill. I mean, we're talking like good,
It is.
like 10 hours sleep minimum.
As Marcus says, well, we can, Jericho can't circle all night, but we could land, and you all are welcome to stay on the ship, but there are taverns and the like on the city.
Okay, I don't
Maybe I
mind
could
if we
get a
stay
better
in the
leg.
city, but you know, I'm a little hesitant based on our first encounter. By the way, nice business partner. Who exactly? What do you know of this party?
If y'all remember, we told you earlier they had been unusually stingy with information. A house...
Well, that would be a red flag to many. I'm just a little.
He jangles the chest. That's a lot of gold for an organization like ours.
If you can get out with it.
To be
Good
honest,
thing you know how to hire. You know how to. You see. You.
That's
you
what he was
spot
gonna
talent
say.
and know who to hire.
That's what he was gonna say. He says, well, actually, there's a reason I brought all of you, obviously. I wasn't fucking expecting that, whatever the fuck this is. He presses on his chest and wheezes as blood, like, rushes down his hand. He says,
A crew medic.
Yeah,
he's
there
staying
is-
in the wood. This is mahogany. It's not gonna.
he says, I'm gonna go see the fucking, I guess, I don't know if they call them clerics or not. He says, he gives a name I don't recognize. I guess the Buggo Boys might.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah. The Buggo Boys
Dr.
might
Doof.
recognize a local cleric, or a House Tarkanen cleric.
I
And
think he has the Helinator beds.
I
We're
get
not-
2
we're not
standard
gonna
health
make-
potioninators. Thank you.
we're not gonna make any Perry the Platypus jokes today. I can't. Y'all, the reason I drink.
Space
Okay.
platypus.
But
Ban
he-
the space platypus.
He does tell you Space Platypus is gonna be a quest now. You've done it to yourself.
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
I'll take a
Love
big
it.
ass
That
dinosaur, rename it. It'd be great. You guys, because space hamsters are giants, or space platypi. He tells you that they're unusually forthcoming with information. He said one day a messenger, there is a house whose name I cannot fucking remember in Eberron. They are responsible for carrying messages to people.
Oh, yeah, those fucks. I can never
Yeah.
remember their name.
Yes.
Either. Continue, Marcus.
Came and provided us this. He holds up the coin medallion thing again. Says, told us that this would get us where we needed to go. Other than that, everyone we spoke with was, we couldn't make contact with them again afterwards. Almost like they disappeared. A little unnerving for some of our scouts trying to do their homework, but the price was good. And we got out with it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go talk to insert cleric's name here. He's going
I think
to
it
want
What is our
House Civis.
House Civis. Interesting.
What is our cut out of this Junko treasure? Trunko treasure.
Chest O coins.
You guys were actually told, I think you were given the price of 250 gold per person. So that is doled out, if you ask, doled out immediately.
Plus hazard pay.
Yeah, I feel like we murdered some hazard pay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Can I
try to
make a
talk to them at least a
persuasion
little
check?
bit more. Like I'm gonna be like, hey, brother, listen. I went down in there. I saw some stuff I don't ever want to see again. Here's a lot of money in that chest. We know each other. I think we deserve a little more.
I'm going to be
Well,
honest
Marcus,
with you,
I think-
Randy. I believe you. I would agree with you. You have to understand that I can't do very many things outside of. There's some things I can't do outside of Thora's jurisdiction. I will have a conversation with her about extra monetary compensation, but there is something that we've been working on that you guys may find equitable. When we get down to the rock, I can show you.
Excellent.
Fair
That's
enough.
250 per person.
I'll join you for the conversation when we get there, just to be sure.
Fair enough. If no one is opposed, Marcus does go off to see a medic as the ship is brought down into the Gajigger, the dock. I can't ping the dock. As you guys are moored to what is essentially this floating. As y'all can see, there's no actual. I guess those are actually plankways. It's just very small. Interesting. You guys are brought down to dock, and the ship is docked, and Jericho pops up above to the top level where you guys are, no longer having to pilot the Spelljammer. And he looks, and he like immediately pops up, looks you all over, and he's like, "Wow, you all look like as much shit as Marcus does."
Randy looks a little worse.
I only took 6
Don't
damage.
rub it in,
already.
jeez.
I'd say I'm
So we do get
untouched, but
We do take a long rest.
Not yet. Marcus told me what you guys did for him. I'm gonna make sure Thora knows.
that is much appreciated, Jericho.
Marcus comes up, not very, a couple seconds later, comes up and he says, well, we can go get some rooms, or I can take you guys to see your possible compensation.
Let's get some rest.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I look around. I'm like, has anyone talked about the fact that this one still needs a foot? Are we gonna handle that?
Yeah, I would like a foot.
Let's see if a nap will help first. It looks like
Yeah, sleep it off.
Marcus says,
surely there
I'm
is a
not
temple in the
There is a temple on the rock, but I'm not entirely certain the devotion of the clerics that are here on the rock. Once you get back to Eberron, that shouldn't be a problem. You'll have to look around here. I may know someone that could help through less natural means. But we can meet him tomorrow if you are all interested in spending the evening on the ship. I'm not going to charge you rent.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and nap.
Is there anything particular y'all would like to do? I kind of thinking y'all spend the evening on the ship, and then you sleep that night. Is there anything y'all would like to do kind of with the twilight hours?
I can, oh no, I don't have the ink for it. Never mind.
Yeah, but I think you told me last week that you had used the rest of something. All your gold or all your ink or something.
I've got a little bit left, but not enough to do the next spell that I need. But that's good. I did use all my gold, but now I got 250 again.
I'm doing notes a little different. Okay. You guys spend the night on the ship, sleeping in crew hammocks like everyone else. Get up the next day. This is a long rest, thankfully for you. Also hit that long rest button. If you haven't made yourself level 4, make yourself level 4.
Oh, heck yeah.
And
make sure you hit that like and subscribe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you say that because that triggers me on every video I watch. So that's your new job.
That's terrible.
Once every recording, you gotta say it. You sign yourself up for this.
It actually works. Like people were like, you know what? I wasn't gonna like, but now I'm gonna hit the button.
It's like sometimes you forget, and you're like, oh yeah, I do like this guy. Good for you. This video did help me fix my car's muffler.
I don't understand it sometimes.
Like,
like there's some people I follow on YouTube that like I don't hit the subscribe button because my phone tells me every time they drop a video anyway. So.
Fine, yeah.
Why? Anyway, enough about internet weird stuff.
You know, it helps the algorithm. That's why.
YouTube's algorithm can suck my dick.
Whoa.
Yeah, sorry.
Pretty sure that's going to affect your algorithm.
I don't have positive feelings about algorithms in general. You guys get up the next day feeling well, but very sore. As y'all roll out of your hammocks, I might like to imagine almost late in the morning, even though y'all had plenty of time to sleep. Most of you all looking much better. Zephyr, your stump doesn't itch as much today. Must be the lack of weather.
I have some aloe in my spell component bag, and I'll leave you to moisturizing your stump. Keep it good.
All right, you guys get up the next day, and eventually you have breakfast circle. Is there anything you'd like to talk about? Speaking of, fair, hold your peace. I don't think there's. Oh, good.
I think there's at least 2 stops we got to make. 1, we got to get this one a leg, and 2, we've got to get our payment. Is there anything else we need to do on the Rock of Brawl? Or that we would like to do or check out?
Flip it and reverse it.
As much as I would like to as well, I'm a little more hesitant after. I would like to find some information on that buggy boy. He was a buggy boy. Did anyone get a good look at him?
He was not a buggy boy. He's something Demos.
He was more like he's something like a dwarf or an elf.
I think I described him as pointy-eared yellow figure. So definitely not short like a dwarf.
A goblin? A big goblin.
Not that short either.
To be looking around the space tavern. Oh no, we're still on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who I would ask on this ship is space pirators. I'll ask Jericho. Jericho seems like he's done a good bit of space exploration. Jericho, we encountered a rather ruthless figure within the drop spot. A yellow-skinned, sharp-eared individual. I don't believe he was Elven. He didn't. It's not a race I recognize. I imagine he would probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does Jericho have any? Do you have any idea who, what type of person might fit that description?
To be honest,
Am I in this room?
You can be, for sure.
Yeah, I imagine we're still on the deck or something.
And I did know what they.
You did know what it was.
Okay.
Oh.
He rolled a nat 20 on his history check.
Yeah, I chime in and I say, hey, that's a Githyanki.
I see.
And
What the hell's a Githyanki?
And I try to explain like the best that I can. Like they live on the planet like furthest away from
From the center.
Eberron.
Vaunt, V-A-U-N-T, Vaunt. And you would know for that nat 20, you know that they live the furthest away, so that the system as a whole knows the least about them. They are the most remote. You know that they tend to the few you've spoken with, they tend to establish empires. Obviously, there are probably several continents on a planet. You know, they tend to be empirical, not necessarily expansionist, but definitely highly organized and very technical. For well,
Yeah, we got a whiff of that. Yeah.
Would you know any racial abilities or?
he probably would.
As far as
Class features.
That's very meta, but
how much meta knowledge do I know? Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know a terrible amount about them. That's probably the biggest thing. The biggest thing that comes to mind for you is that they are the newest race to the intergalactic. Y'all are in a time period now where like all these different races and planets have only just begun to meet each other in the last 30 or 40 years. So the biggest thing you take away, Goob, is that they are the most recent discovery by the Galactic Collective, or however you want to refer to everybody.
Okay. Yeah, definitely pass that along.
as far as class features, he was quick with those guns. I don't know much about gunpowder, but what I do know is it's usually a more laborious process. He was pumping them out both barrels. That was quick shooting.
Jericho, ask what shooting is. Shooting.
Hold the wand.
Blasting.
Yeah. Like this, but not really.
It set
Oh,
off a
speaking of-
massive thunder and light and sends projectiles quicker than arrows I've ever seen into, apparently, people like Randy.
That's what tore the
Well,
fuck up out of Marcus? And Randy?
Yeah.
Brother, I am a bullet magnet, my friend.
Oof.
And there was a weird purple one that hit Marcus last.
I'll make
was
sure he
much
gets
much more potent.
I'll make sure he gets checked out. Extra. Jericho begins to wander off. Not frowning, but looking like he's in his head a little bit. You gather going to suss out Marcus, for lack of a better term. Is there anything else? Anybody else you'd like to talk to? Anything else you'd like to do on the ship before you venture into the city? I guess Marcus is going to lead you out. So
Yeah, I would. I think all my stuff will be in the city.
Yeah, same. I just wanted to know, like, as a professional merchant, would I know of, like, guns being sold? Like, would I have seen, like, a demonstration to, like, sell guns, you know?
This weekend
wholesale
only gun
merchant?
show.
Yeah, yeah. Would I have gone to a space
Local
gun
Kiwanis
show?
Fairgrounds.
Yeah. Would I have gone to a space gun show and known, like, or at least had, like, a rudimentary understanding of, like, what it was?
I will say that when you, for lack of a better term, left merchanting, I know you may have been doing that when the party picked you up, but the most recent news that you had heard was that there was this kind of hot commodity item coming from the edges of the system, gunpowder, and that it's used to fuel these very unusual manual wands. And you knew that they hadn't. By the time you heard this rumor, they were not in Eberron. They had not quite made it that far. They were slowly rolling their way through the rest of the galaxy.
Okay.
Very outer edge planets probably had them when you heard the rumor, but at the time you heard it, they had not made it all the way to Eberron. We're going to assume Eberron's the center because I think that's how this works. I don't know where the sun is, so suck it, conventional logic and gravity.
Eat it, Galileo.
As far as my science goes, the sun revolves around Eberron. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, every morning you see it go up and it goes over there and then it goes down and then it comes back. Of course it does.
All
right.
7 moons, one of them made out of cheese. It sounds
Yeah.
delicious.
I also need one of you to be a flat earther, despite flying to all these planets.
Oh God. You're always looking at it face on. It's like this. This one is flat. This rock is flat. They're all flat. I'm telling you.
Well,
All right, congratulations. You paid Deimos the Theorist.
Perfect.
No, let's go get paid.
All right. You guys wait not very long for Marcus to come up to top deck looking quite a bit better. Obviously heavily bandaged. He says, if you guys will follow me, I sent someone out to take care of it last night. But it's time. You guys need to meet our contact. Our contact. He takes you guys out of the dock. You guys can see here that there is the dock walks, the lower city. But he leads you over here to the shipyard, where ships are berthed, as I said the other day. Made some of you giggle.
Gross.
In berth? I don't remember how. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Leads you guys, and you guys. He just walk into the shipyard. You guys see him catch a couple of looks, but no one says anything to you guys. There are 7 somewhat fucked up looking badasses strolling through the yard. No one has the balls to say anything to you. And he leads you up to this somewhat built, a little bit chunky dwarf that's kind of sprawled himself out on a crate, sitting, working on what looks like a piece of a Spelljammer. It's a little bit difficult to tell what it is. It's not like an engine part, since they don't have engines or anything like that. But it seems to be some part of a wing, maybe, to be reattached.
Solar sail.
Something like that.
I don't know what media that's from, but that's from something.
No Man's Sky, at least for me.
Yes, it is.
Solar cells. And as you're led over, he hails Marcus as y'all get close. And Marcus says, as he's walking up, he says to you guys, he says, guys, this is Max. He's the closest thing you'll find to second command around here, and he's who you'll want to talk to if you're ever docking here yourselves. Max kind of waves you all, and well, it's mostly good to see new faces. We see a lot of them. And Marcus says, Max here is who you guys want to talk about if you're interested in alternate compensation. And he gestures to Max, who gets up and begins to lead you guys over to one of the kind of covered, I'm going to call it a bay, or it's not warehouse-sized, but a somewhat mostly covered bay, and unlocks one of the locks and slides the door open. And you guys are greeted to a very beat-up Spelljammer that appears to be mostly made of metal, painted over many, many times. It is this motley assortment of colors. It's called a damselfly, so it does look sort of like a dragonfly. There's a difference between dragonflies and damselflies. But one of its wings is broken. It's sitting tilted at a slightly bad angle, as this one can land on the ground, and one of the legs that would support it is broken. Marcus says, now this doesn't have a helm, and obviously it needs a little work, but this was to be your offer from Vera. If you are all interested in work in the future, but after what happened back there, I'm willing to pawn it off to you all, despite what she may think.
It's easy to do that when you're off-world, ain't it?
Thor is never far, friend. He jerks his head out, because y'all stand on the rock, you can see space. If you guys turn and look, you do see, circling off away from the rock, a large black ship with red highlights. A little difficult to tell what kind of ship, but much larger, or quite a bit bigger than the Crimson. Definitely larger than the damselfly you guys are looking at.
Like approaching?
No, circling.
Do you mean to imply that Thor is up there?
It is her ship.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. By chance, would you happen to know of any temples in the area that might be able to patch our friend up, just for curiosity's sake?
Gives you
Just
direction.
anybody that sells a good peg leg.
Well, that was the other thing I mentioned to you. Max here is has his position through his talents. He can He does a lot of good work on Spelljammers. Adding stuff, taking away stuff, redesigning things. He might be willing to take a stab at helping you out. And at this point, Max... Oh, I forgot. So, here's the thing. Max talks like Boomhauer. I'm not going to actually do it much because y'all won't be able to understand me. Yeah, it'll be hard for y'all to understand me, so I'm only going to do it a little. But when Marcus says that, he's like, God, man, I can't, no fucking goddamn cripple can't fucking work on ships, goddamn fucking. He grumbles out that he works on ships. Does not know much about cripples and prosthetics. But Marcus does seem confident that he could be helpful if y'all pressed him for service.
I mean, that's better than what I got now, dude.
What do you think?
Dang old temple got dang 20-minute way, goddamn fucking clerics, goddamn fucking bullshit.
You like to see homos naked?
This man is unhinged.
This is pretty common. In fact, whenever you need anything worked on, if somebody talks like this, you're much more likely to get it fixed the first time. I'm telling you, it's a
exactly.
Growing up where I come from, no, this is exactly what we want fixing your vehicle. So Zephyr, do you want the peg or do you want the foot? Which one you
I mean, I hate to be without my freaking foot any longer. I didn't like getting carried out like a little baby, so
Marcus does.
We can fix it. I don't care.
Yeah, Marcus does translate for you all that Max.
Translate.
Yeah, Max was grumbling that he suggested you all should go check the temple to see the price. I'll even say that my names are leaving me. Marcus manages to convince him to start drawing some things up in the event you guys come back and decide that the temple was either unable or too pricey.
Maybe add some wings on it.
Yeah, I was like, can I look over and like look at what he started to draw up and be like, all right, so listen, it can't just be like a wooden stick, you know. It needs to be like a metal foot with some really cool leather bindings all the way up to the knee.
Steampunk as fuck.
God dang it, old man! I know what I'm fucking doing. God damn it, design shit all the fucking time.
Can you put a piece of a broken? Yeah. Can you put a broken piece of a Spelljammer helm in there just when you got lying around? Just throw it in there. You know, dang old man, talking about them fucking little lower leg look cool, man.
Go, dang man, what I look like God dang old noble rich man got a thing fucking Spelljammer piece, goddamn fucking helm piece, fucking expensive fucking shit.
This is the weirdest bluegrass song I've ever heard.
Alright, we got stuff.
Doom playing in the background.
Woof. You're making me sweat.
Alright.
Oh, maybe I'll search the local tobacco shop for some dip for him or something.
There you go.
Swords got it.
You said you would pawn this off on us. Is that right? The dragonfly?
If you're willing to accept this in lieu of more monetary payment.
In lieu of more.
I think would this ship be quicker?
How much is the monetary payment as well?
You wouldn't know. Now, to be clear, he did say this one does not fly, does not have a helm.
You'll have to put,
it has to be fixed.
Okay,
I'm assuming that it's better than our current one.
Well, the current one isn't ours either.
And Sly technically is supposed to be hooking us up as well, so just a thought. But if we're collectors, which I want to be so badly, the design of this ship does look pretty sick.
Yeah, that would be really dope.
Plus, I'm not gonna lie, Damos likes the idea of having a dragonfly ship. I mean,
Damselfly. There is a difference.
Okay,
Damselfly.
This is a dragonfly. It is a dragonfly.
Well, there are dragonfly ships and damselfly ships.
Well, I mean, like technically, like biologically speaking.
Yes, it does look like. Yes, I'm gonna get y'all a picture real quick. You're right. Yeah. It does look like a dragonfly.
Well, it's like I just looked it up. So it's like 4 wings versus that fold up, or 4 wings that stick out. That's a dragonfly. But if it folds its wings and they're like thinner, that's a damselfly.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like this curved picture is pretty neat. That's cool.
Curved picture?
The
picture you have down here that actually shows like this side profile design of it.
That's where I got that from. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, I'm pretty sure this technically be a dragonfly speaking.
And so
But
here's
it's up to
a
you, you're the GM.
here's a modern picture of one, like a 5e picture of one. You can ignore the crazy ass monster in the background; those are only in the astral plane. I just wanted to show you guys what they kind of what they're supposed to look like. So you guys
sick.
and
I
you
like
guys
that.
can see actually that all of the blue y'all see in that picture is metal. The ship is made mostly of metal.
So
So
what
it's
do
resistant
we,
to fire damage, like murder comets.
That's a fair point.
Marcus
Very
does.
fair point, actually.
Marcus
Thank
does
you.
mention that they are very tough. That they have one or two of these and had acquisitioned this one to add to their fleet. Tough and fast, he calls them.
I mean,
Yeah,
it
man,
seems
dude.
worth it to
I mean,
me.
I feel like no matter what he offers us, I feel like it can't be worth more than a ship, even if it is a
Yeah.
79 Camaro that we got to twerk on a little bit.
I'm like, I can find more gold, but I don't know if I could find one more of these.
Demos,
When you
make,
find a Firebird, you take the fucking Firebird. You understand?
Demos, make an intelligence check.
Why, thank you. I think I will.
You said something, Trigger.
Seems we'll take the ship.
It does
Oh,
seem
I'm
like
not
that.
proficient in. Oh wait, intelligence or investigation? I'm sorry.
Intelligence.
Let me see. Boop-a-doop-a-doo.
Say flat roll. Let's see what Demos, if Demos thinks this thought real fast. If he does, he may. Never mind. Okay.
Nope.
Y'all want the ship?
Oh wait, you didn't roll your portents.
You are correct. I don't think I'll use it for this, just because I regret using both of them in the last encounter. Because I thought we were gonna like have another rest before we got there, and we did not. But I will roll those real quick.
I hope y'all are
Yeah, 17
sufficiently
is good.
sweaty. Interesting.
Gross.
Oh, you got one on each end. One over 10, one under 10.
Yeah.
That's great. You guys accept the ship from Marcus, it sounds like. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. You and Marcus agree that this is acceptable payment, and you guys are now the proud owner of the Motley Mercenary. Is the name scrabbled across the side of it?
Oh, guys, we're the Mantis Corps, and we drive a fucking goddamn bug ship. This is too fucking. I'm sorry, I just had to. That occurred to me, and I need. We're renaming this something, but
Just wait till y'all see the other ship.
I don't know, the Motley Mercenary of Mantis.
Motley Mantises.
MMM. Mantis' Motley Mercenary.
Yeah, Triple M on the front.
M
That's a
cubed.
lot. That's a mouthful.
The
Mantis, and then Mantis is already short for something. It's with a multi-astral agency. Blah 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 blah. Motley Mercenary.
the Undestroyable too.
Unfortunately, this one will not fly for some time. Is there anything else y'all need to talk to Max or Marcus about before you? Marcus will ask you. Do you guys need a tour first?
Of the ship.
The city. I'm sorry.
I do want to ask Max,
I would
like,
say
how long
sure.
is this going to take?
That's what I was wanting to ask.
Yeah.
We can walk through the lower and middle city in a couple of hours. We don't have to hit everywhere, but I can. Oh,
How long before the Mantis is operational?
Yeah.
Depends on how quick y'all get the coin.
How much do you need to get started?
Well, the helms themselves can be 10,000 gold or better. It doesn't count the wing. That was Demos' intelligence check, was to think to ask about that. The helm is the most expensive part. The wings, the rest of the structural things can be fixed rather quickly. Max is pretty good at that thing. That kind of
And for
thing.
what
How
sum?
much is that cost?
You'd have to speak to Max. God dang old
Max,
fucking,
we're
fucking,
with
fucking
Max.
wing,
Max,
fucking,
how much does
yeah,
that cost?
for god dang old fucking wing, fucking landing, fucking leg, fucking 400 gold.
I heard
Fuck.
I heard 3 gold.
400. 400. We can pay that today.
Yeah, we can
And,
listen
and get
Pull
it
it up.
working? There's
Pull it
6 of
together,
us.
friends.
I was about to say, I'll do some quick maths
For the
with a
sake
calculator.
of expediency,
Approximately 75.
I'm going to put minus 400 gold party. I am tracking some of your gold as party gold, so I can subtract that whole 400 from that amount. I also did a thing today, so now I can look and see how much you all technically should have based on your total amount split evenly. So I can see that now.
Deimos, after calculating, we need to each contribute 66 gold, 0.66666666. Very ominous number, friends. So,
When you say the third 6, Max over here is like,
hang on, man. Hang on, man. I'm talking about the mark of the beast, man. I'm fucking devil number, man.
How about let's round down? I'll give you 66 gold right now.
I'll give 67. Let's.
Okay, yeah, if we gotta give, I'll give 67 as well.
that 2 people will take care of it, so that's good. Also, Goob, I gotta
What
I gotta
about?
say you've been instrumental in our survival, and I just want to thank you once again. I mean, the attack on the previous ship, and then this instance, you've pulled our ass out of the fire quite a few times. I just want to express to you that we're mighty grateful for that.
Thanks. I really, I'm just here, trying to help out. I believe that if somebody dies, they can't spend coins. So
The most capitalist view on life I've ever heard. I'm rather impressed.
Brother, all I gotta say is it was hotter than 2 space skinks and a wool sock in there, but you were cooler than an astral cucumber. Got me right out. I'm eternally grateful.
I pat Randy on the shoulder and give him the big headed thumbs up.
I don't know if Randy would hear my mind at the moment, but I would just think to myself, gosh, Randy is so cool.
Okay.
So funny. Oh my
Randy
God.
Randy doesn't hear it, but he feels it in his spirit, and that's what counts.
You see, it's the fucking Dragon Age pop-up. Echo respects you a little more.
Echo +1 approval.
+2 reputation.
Slightly approves. That was it. Yeah.
Slightly approves. Okay. I'm going to kill the rest of this liquor because of that. Thanks. You guys. I love you guys. Y'all are great. That was hilarious. Going on the quotes board. Suntory.
So I do want to try to find a
Courtesy of
pistol,
Devin.
Ooh, damn.
That was his cast gift. It's good stuff. Go ahead, Hayden. I'm sorry.
My glass.
I just want to find a pistol if I can.
Oh, okay, interesting. That's perfect. Did y'all say yes or no to?
Also like a pistol.
Did y'all say yes or no to Marcus? Guy giving y'all a guide around Tori. Yeah.
I mean, I'm
let's
fine.
make
I'm fine with it, especially if he knows like where I can get the gun.
For sure. Well,
Hey,
you
Give us a tour of where the guns
I
are.
can buy a gun.
you know where
No
the guns
serial
are.
numbers. I don't want to know. It needs to be scrubbed.
You know where the
No
guns
serial
are,
numbers.
but we'll get to that.
Okay, I guess. Okay, so yeah, would I be familiar with like the sales district and everything? Like,
You know that mercanes can get you virtually anything,
okay,
even if they don't have it on them at the time.
Just like hurricanes at Mardi Gras.
Yeah, so give me 2 seconds. Marcus will lead you guys through. Let me take you back away from your new project. Glad y'all liked that. I hoped y'all would want to be collectors. Don't get too excited. It's not terribly different from your functioning ship.
But it looks a lot cooler. It really looks the only thing we're really going by anyway.
The other one will have a map like that. You'll see. I don't think it looks as pretty, but so this is the middle city, and this is the lower city over here. I believe these kind of color, you know how they look a little different. The colors of them look a little different. I believe that is the divider. And Marcus leads you guys through the lower and then up into the middle city, and points out a couple of places of interest. So he points out. On the lower level, he points to a place you're already familiar with, Goob. He tells you, he says, that Masquerades is a shop, but I've been told that you can get an unusual amount of things there. Goob, you know that is a front for the Mercane. If you go in there enough, as you have as a merchant, you eventually get to do business with the Mercane, and eventually use their services. We've alluded earlier in the campaign that they will teleport people back to Eberron. On his way through, and I believe this may be the upper district, he points you to Elman. He calls it Elmandar's. You guys see a building called Elmandar's Star Charts. He also points out a very ratty-looking tavern. He says, I've stayed there a couple of times, and it's not, it's serviceable. It does its job, but if you have the coin, I wouldn't suggest staying there. While y'all are in the far side of the middle section, he points across this lake here to this large structure over here. He says, that's Starhaven. It's Prince Andrew's palace, excuse me. On the way back through, he points out a tavern called the Happy Beholder. He says that's generally the best place to get rooms. He leads you by a place called the Syndiath Line. They ferry people from moon to moon for a fee. Very useful if you don't have your own ship. He also gestures to
What was that? The Happy Beholder?
The Happy Beholder, yes sir. A tavern. Best place to get a room on the rock, he said. And then he does not take you by, but he tells you, he points off in a direction. He says, Valken's Legion is over there. Not fuckers you want to fuck with, if I'm being honest. I'd rather tangle back with the fucking rusted-ass motherfuckers and that pointy-eared prick down there than fight some Valkens.
Pointy-eared prick, wow.
Sorry, I'm doing my best. I'm not good.
Not
good at improv.
It's accurate. He was a prick. He didn't indeed have pointy ears. You know.
He also leads you guys by I don't want to call it lavish. It is a little bit nicer than many of the buildings around it. And you guys see the sign says Xeno Termination LTD. He says, don't know much about these guys myself, but I've heard rumor people make corn doing jobs there.
Ooh.
Xenomorph Tavern?
Xeno Termination LTD. I know, that's real weird. Didn't make it up, I
So
promise.
we can be regular Orkin men.
Xeno Termination
LTD.
Limited?
Yes.
Okay.
I think, is that what that's supposed to mean? I'm not really sure, to be honest.
Yeah, that's what the if it's a business abbreviation.
What is limited? Anyway, I'll look at it later.
Like
You would understand.
legalese,
Yes, but I don't know,
trademark
that's weird.
registered.
Ask
Oh,
Megan.
I see. It's like a copyright.
Like a what do they call it? A CC.
It's like a copyright. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
Also, I'm sorry, what was the house that did the teleporting?
you. It's not the house that is teleporting. There is a business, a charter service, the Syndiath Line. They ferry people from moon to moon. Goob is mentioned in the past.
No, the people who teleport back to Eberron.
Goob has mentioned in the past that that he knows people that can do that. Goob knows who it is.
Yeah, but you mentioned
Didn't you mention them a second ago?
It is-
like they had a shop or something?
It is the
They were-
the Mercane. There is a shop.
the Mercane. Thank you, that's what I was looking for. Mercane. That's
Mercane.
spelled like Merca. I don't care what it actually is.
I'm gonna spell that for you real quick. Oh no, I got to get back up into this here general
No,
chat
no, it's Mercane.
with all
It's-
the.
it's
It is
done.
it is Mercane, Mercan, Mercane.
Oh, I was close.
I'm just throwing these randomly on the map, but just so we know that there are options to travel to in the city.
For sure. Yeah, just
right,
I
let's
like
go
that.
to-
Just throw them down.
Kleptomaniac LTD, got it. Happy Beholder.
I was
Tavern
about to
sounds
say-
like you probably got to pay money for a weird experience.
I was about to say, y'all are very welcome to go check out any of these places. This was kind of my plan. This is the stereotypical like Spelljammer campaign hub. So y'all are welcome to go explore or do whatever, or go back home. I don't care what
Well,
you
let's
guys
start
do.
with let's put one foot in front of the other and get Zephyr taken care of.
Perfect.
Put our best foot forward. That's the pun I should have used. God damn it.
You guys,
Grumble, grumble.
We need to get a price check on a foot.
you do need to get a price check on a foot. I'm not gonna make you guys. I'm not gonna make you guys roll. You do find there is a whole, like most cities in fantasy settings, a whole quarter or district dedicated to many temples. You see,
We
a
need
cou-
an orthopedic, I think.
You
That's
do
not
see
right. That's the foot
several-
doctor.
I don't know. You do see several, or excuse me,
Podiatrist.
you see temples for GIF. So there's GIF Yankee and there's GIF GIFF. GIF are hippos, the big hippo people. But you see temples for GIF, for the monkey race I can't remember the name of, for plasmoids like Goob. You see a couple, all of them. Yeah, you better hush. All of them with
That's an
like.
offensive term is what I was gonna say, but I stopped.
You guys and like especially the plasmoid ones you see like have slides and tubes and things like that for them to move through. They're multi-layered. You see all of the human, the sovereign host. You even see a couple of very small temples for the Dark Six, which is kind of the evil equivalent to the sovereign host in Eberron. There is a church of the Silver Throne. So there are quite a few things in this district. You guys
Alright,
do.
but which one of them has feet?
Well, all of them have clerics.
Alright.
So you
I'm gonna
could
already- I'd turn to Goob and I'm like, hey brother, listen, I know you worship the coin, so I think you're also gonna be the thriftiest of us all. Maybe you should pull a little coin cleric magic on your own kind, see if we can get a cheap foot.
So I say, listen.
Hey, don't skip out on my foot.
No, I look at her. I'm like, we're not
was just-
skipping. Or him. I'm sorry.
I would
I look
think
at
that
Zephyr
maybe-
and I'm like, hey, like we're not skimping, but let me go talk to some people. And I need you to come with me. Actually, I'm gonna
Get
need
the
you to.
hobble along and
I was about to say.
I'm gonna need you to like
charisma.
pour on the sympathy, okay?
Mm.
Like, I know that you're normally
Okay.
like your thing is like charming people with your looks, but I need you to focus on this stump. And I like pat the stump. I'm like, you gotta like play this
I'm
up.
gonna
okay?
tell him I have a wife and kids.
Yeah,
I think
I
I would
reached
say
down.
this,
You're on crutches, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I
crutch.
reach out and I take off one of the pads that's like on one of them. So you hobble kind of like off kilter, so you look even more like
Oh
wobbly.
my god.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, we gotta play this up, and I do take them. I take them to where I know the Dribblers Club to hang out.
The
I've
temple
gotta-
of the goo.
I've got to
Okay.
come with this. I'm sorry. If
Okay.
there's gonna be more plasmoids there, I have to come.
Yeah. So Goob actually leads you all back to the Happy Beholder, and marches right in. You guys see a bustling tavern, very well populated, almost entirely adventuring types like yourself. People carrying weapons, bags. If you know, well, maybe not well bejeweled, but adventurers have a lot more coin than most people in fantasy worlds. Very obviously a hub for people like yourselves. You do also see, almost immediately, an actual beholder floating around from table to table. This, you guys now see one-eyed Luigi that I alluded to
Wow.
many months ago. Goob, you
Hey baby, what them eye stalks do?
Goob, you know that he is referred to as Large Luigi.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, had to do that to
So
y'all.
you got the mushroom. We get it. Yeah, he got.
Yeah,
the,
I didn't make that up. I just made it worse. You're welcome.
His last name is Wazowski.
Question about this: Do I feel an anti-magic field when he glances over?
No,
No. Okay. Interesting.
but he does, and you guys can.
Damo's still scared shitless because
Yeah.
this is like a mage's worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah,
Like-
and it is very obvious. Many patrons greet him with smiles. Many people talking to him. You do get glanced at when you come in, but he does continue about his rounds, talking to people, helping serve, etc., etc.
Do I know him? So since I've like. familiar with
Yes,
this
you.
area-
He would recognize you.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
Goob-
I see him and I give him the Dribblers Club the signal, and it's just
Another
kind of
giant
like-
middle finger.
No, no, it's the
Medallion.
my head orb turns into two like clasped hands, and they make like a farting noise. Like I can't do it on my microphone right now. If
He
I'm
can-
picking it up. But you know, what I'm
Deimos
talking-
is-
yeah.
Deimos is baffled at your ability to communicate in emojis. I'm just like, this is
Yeah.
incredible. I've never seen. I've heard of sign language, but this is some
I'm
next
just gonna
level
say,
shit.
he gives you
fun
an
race to play.
He gives you a nod. One of his eye stalks kind of point off towards a area you're familiar with. There is a section of the tavern that is not. It's not a separate room. Think of it more like screens or wall dividers, room dividers. You can see sitting back in a table a couple of familiar plasmoids.
Okay. Yeah, I take him over and I give him the signal to. I just go like a few like little quick little
Okay.
party noises, and I wave and walk. I walk Zephyr over at you know I kind of like put a hand at his back and I kind of like ease him forward like come on and I lean over and like kind of whisper a little bit like okay now's your chance like play it up.
also like to think that Zephyr hasn't cleaned up his running mascara from where he cried.
Okay, so you're not lying. Do you have is your performance very high? What is your highest charisma skill?
I feel like this would be persuasion.
My deception is +4. My performance is also +4.
Roll your performance check then, please.
Can I give advantage because I know these people?
Okay.
I'm kind of like coaching through.
You do get it. You can have advantage because y'all are working together.
17.
Jesus.
Deimos watches Zephyr starts to like walk over, like looking pretty fine, and like his eyes go white, and like just gives him a little bit of an adjustment, and like he starts to hobble a little more and really lay it on thick.
Well,
I'm gonna give him my 17 instead of that one.
Don't do that because he gets
Got
advantage. Yeah,
Oh,
he gets
never mind.
advantage. So don't do that yet. Let's see that second roll, Zephyr.
Yeah, 11.
So
think
you're
I'll
changing
still
that.
do that.
You're gonna do that. That makes it like
Yeah,
a
I think so.
21. Because 17 plus 4
Oh,
is
yes, 'cause
21.
it still keeps the modifier. That's right.
For sure. Okay, so Demos, with a little bit of help from your comrades, Zephyr, you do manage to look extremely pitiful on your way to talk to these plasmoids. You even see, like, there are a couple of people that snicker. There are a couple of people that outright laugh. A couple of people look dirty at their friends that laughed at your pain. Even Luigi himself... Sorry, my dog gets shithead. Out! He's bothering Sarah. Even Luigi himself gives this kind of sympathetic look in your direction, Zephyr. As you are led over to this somewhat private table, you are greeted with a series of... or not... I'm sorry. They don't suck. They do.
I think that's valid. You know.
For those that don't understand, in the book it says they communicate with like odd sounds like that. And Goob, you are obviously familiar with some of these plasmoids. You are greeted cordially. They tell you to come and sit. I don't know how I want plasmoids to sound. Come, sit. Be at peace, friend Goob, and friend. They do gesture to you weirdly.
I introduce like, this is Zephyr.
Come
we
sit,
kinda,
friend Zephyr.
Yeah, and I intentionally kind of like, I let Zephyr go first, but I do like trip him a little bit just to like play.
Oh god, I was gonna trip anyway. This is great.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
I just fucking face plant into the table.
Make a deception
Yeah.
check this time, please.
Oh my god.
These
Yeah.
pictures are so
Yeah, sorry,
ridiculous,
so
and I love it.
I did generate these. It's not quite lit that way in the Beholder, but it
Oh,
gives you an
19.
idea of how these guys look.
oh my god.
19.
What did you Google? Royal Jello?
No, I
British-
generated these in the
Oh,
Bing
yeah,
image
what was the
generator.
prompt?
I didn't save the prompts. I need to be saving prompts. Something about a plasmoid person in a well-lit club or a well-lit bar. I think there's probably something in there that made them so
funny.
fancily dressed. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of those. They're pretty funny. Spoiler alert! I found out today I can tell it to do everything in a comic book style. So now all the art's going to be comic book style.
No, Jesus.
But yeah, I'm glad y'all enjoyed that. I've been sitting on that for weeks.
So I guess I've like seen these people recently because I told you like this club meets like
Yes,
pretty
for sure.
regularly.
You are very
So,
familiar
like-
with all of these individuals.
Okay, so we kind of like pick up where we left off. It's not like I'm having to,
100%.
like, catch everybody up.
100%.
Okay. So I am going to use all of my resources to or like the things that I know and these relationships I've established to get the best quality foot for the best price for Zephyr.
You are told.
Sounds like a pretty shit choice to me.
You are told that is difficult magic. That the cleric at the church, not the church, but there's a temple of the silver flame. You guys You may not know Goob, but some of you, the rest of you would know that is one of the largest religions in Eberron. So where the sovereign host is like 6 gods, Silver Thrain is a silver flame, originating from the country of Thrain. Excuse me. It is a monotheistic religion. It is one of the biggest religions in Eberron. And so they tell you that there is a cleric there that can do that, but it is expensive. They tell you that they can call in a favor if you're willing to dribble any information and get you a price of around 4,500 gold pieces.
Jesus
So,
Christ, man.
45 to fix a foot?
Well, I'm
45.
saying, I look over at Zephyr and I ask, like, would you be okay with, like, some kind of warforged like foot? Something more.
At this point, just fucking drill me a peg leg in. I don't care. But a metal foot would be nice.
Okay,
Because then I
yeah,
could
so,
clank
like,
people with it.
can we get some options? I ask her, like, if like, hey, like, yeah, that's great. It's good to know that, and I really appreciate that. But I need to know, like, what our options are. We're not quite liquid right now, and I kind of like wiggle a little bit.
You are told actually that you are actually pointed back to Max. That they think that
God damn it.
they don't know who exactly could do that, but their first thought is that the most for lack of a better term, mechanically gifted person on the rock is probably Max.
Okay.
I told you, he talks like that. It's evident.
I'm gonna ask also, what about off the rock? If we were to go back to, I guess, like, how big is Eberron? Is, like, are we gonna go to, like, a central?
Eberron is a whole planet, so you guys will be teleported back to Sharn most likely. I guess
Yeah,
unless you
Sharn.
decide to go somewhere else. They tell you that sorry, burp didn't make sense,
We
but
gotta get better about our
yeah, we'll get it figured out.
our plasmoid
Yeah,
banter.
I think it's mostly supposed to be farting sounds. They tell you that an artificer could likely do the work much easier than a mechanic.
Okay. And would there be one of those in Sharn and we could easily
You
access?
you actually
Wonder
know
rock
that
though.
Vera is a artificer.
Oh. Okay. And is Marcus with us?
If you want him to be.
I mean, yeah, it's
Yeah.
convenient.
Marcus is drinking.
Okay, yeah, I ask it.
Hey, he's giving us the tour.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
giving
I'm
us the
drinking with
tour.
Marcus.
Yeah, I'm like, I nod to my my fellow dribblers and I give them the traditional goodbye.
Please come back in a moment. There are things you should know.
Okay.
They don't stop
right,
you,
yeah.
but they do mention they do say that to you before you walk off.
Okay. Yeah, we go over to Marcus and I, tap him on the shoulder and gesture to Zephyr's leg. And Zephyr, do you have anything to add, or do you like? I want to give you your your freedom to to steer your own destiny here.
No, I'm just gonna tell him we're pegging up.
We're gonna peg it up. Okay.
We're pegging
Someone tells
up.
me this is the first time Zephyr's been pegged. So,
Marcus.
What do you like to know?
well, the good thing is that this can be a long-term goal. The peg will work for now. You can always get it fixed down the line if we become
Yeah.
get a financial windfall.
So
Until she loses another foot. Good lord.
God,
Yeah.
yeah.
He, by the way,
He,
is Zephyr? Is he?
sorry.
I know he's very pretty, so I understand. But it's
His voice just reminds me an awful lot of my mom's, honestly, when I hear him talk, and so I can't help it.
I thought your mom would have sounded like Patsy Cline, but I could be mistaken.
Oh my god.
No, I get my accent honest, living in the woods.
Oh, that makes sense.
would the
Well,
peg
shit.
leg be any worse, like movement wise, like metagaming, like?
No. If y'all are just wanting to, are y'all just wanting a literal peg leg right now, or are you trying to ask Marcus about a?
I mean, is that what Zephyr wants?
I want a mechanical leg.
Yeah,
If it's
You
like
want, like,
A
that.
something from
prosthetic. Yeah, something
Okay.
from Vera.
Do you want to get? I mean, we got to get you back to.
Okay.
I mean, that's back off planet. We can teleport back and do that in the near future. But if we're going to be doing any more fighting, that's a pretty major hindrance.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Well, I guess Eldritch Blast is like a 120. What's the max range on Eldritch Blast? Because don't you have
It's
sharpshooter?
120.
That's you got some good fucking range there.
We grab a stool, and we plop
Freaking
Zephyr
pull
down on the stool. And
You go find me a stool.
yeah, we could do the stool for now. Yeah, or like just a cheap peg leg, probably. I mean, I don't know how much.
I mean, I
peg
also
leg
want to see what Max has to offer, right? Like, if it's not something that's
See
going to
the
cost a
price.
crazy amount of money
Yeah.
that looks kind of cool,
Yeah,
then maybe.
something. Yeah, at least like.
Yeah, I'd like to go back and see what my options are with him if I play on the pity party.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe you can trade Maxes into Vera for an upgrade or something. Like, who knows how peg leg works? I don't know. Are they gonna put it like? Is it just gonna be like a cover, or are they gonna like put some metal or some wood up in your leg stump?
You know, that's a good question.
You're
That's why I
taking
tried
this
to say
very
that's
well for
gross.
somebody who's lost a limb. Like, do you still feel it? I've heard of phantom pains. I'm sorry. I'm morbidly curious.
Listen, I was hoping I would just die, so like the leg is just inconsequential at this point.
I lean over to Deimos and I'm like, brother, you got to keep that wand as far away from this one as you possibly can. That's all I'm saying.
Noted. What a dark series of jokes. Anyway, all right, we got our ship. We got an idea of a peg leg. He showed us quite a few places.
He did.
Do we-
Mr. Goob, would you like to go back and speak with the Dribblers Club?
If we've got time, sure.
Actually, that's really up to you guys. I do not want to
Keep
stop.
going,
I could
keep
go another
going,
30
keep
minutes
going.
at least.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do it.
But I
Let's
know
do
that
it.
Y'all are.
heard. Okay, you sound like me. Fine, I guess if everyone else is into it.
No, I pre-caffeinated, man. I made sure I was ready to
Perfect.
go.
If that's the case, let me go pee real quick, y'all, and I would love to go another 30 minutes at least.
Sure.
Devin always peeing.
You're right, though. Let's talk about our options. We got to figure out how much it costs to teleport back.
Actually, I think I might know that. I don't have it written down, but I think I might. Devin might be able to
Solid.
inform us that.
Is
If we
it
get-
roughly instantaneous?
I do not know that either.
I imagine it'll be a teleport spell. That's the normal thing on like Faerun. This is obviously we're in the same plane. We're just on different planets, so I feel like a teleport would still work.
Yeah,
Does
the
it mean
only
if
thing
it
that he
won't
told
take
me. I mean, it'll be
long?
faster, probably. Yeah, it'll be faster than like trying to fly back.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like bus fare or something.
I'm going to ask a question for the people that have played a lot, because I don't know. Is it better to have an archery fighting style or two-weapon fighting style?
Depends on what kind of build
Depends
you want to go.
Yeah, it's personal preference, really.
If you're
I was
looking for a katana build, 2-weapon.
Two weapon
That's
lets
what
you
I was
add your
thinking.
modifier to the bonus action hits.
Right. The problem, though, is that you have to have the light property for the second weapon as the bonus action, right? So, like,
Well, no,
would
not
have
with
to be
two
a-
weapon fighting. That takes. Oh no, I'm thinking of the feat two weapon fighter. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it has to be a
the
light
fighting
weapon.
style might be different.
It has to be a light weapon to hold in your offhand. Are your
Right,
katanas
so-
not based off of short swords?
so technically, the one that I'm using right now is based off a rapier, I think. But my short sword I also have, which I guess I could just flavor as a katana. And that is a light weapon.
Are you taking a feat to get this?
No,
don't think so.
I mean, I'll tell you, I multi-class as a fighter.
I see. I was wondering why you said you didn't have uncanny dodge yet as a rogue, and I'm like, surely you do. But I got you now.
Okay.
I don't know what level you get that, but anyway.
I'm
Sorry.
sorry about that, friends. Good. You return to the somewhat sectioned off corner. The Dribblers Club, the current present members of the Dribblers Club currently inhabit. And you return to the table and sit down, and you are pushed a drink. I like to imagine it is a plasmoid specific drink, so it may not even be entirely liquid. It might be like a Jello shot in a martini glass. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. I take the drink, and I do the traditional Dribblers Club cheers, and it's a
you are cheersed back, and as you guys drink, they set their glasses down. Obviously, it's a little difficult for any of you who are watching to tell the facial expressions of plasmoids, considering most of the ones that are not Goob don't have a face. Goob, you are told, can we talk about... I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that. I had to think SpongeBob reference in there. Can we
Damos
talk
just looks
about...
over to-
I love that. I love that.
I'm just looking over to Zephyr like, what did they do to you back there? Jesus Christ.
Can we
During the
talk
farts
about
from-
Nash?
Dash.
Nash.
Nash. Like Niagara starts with N.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I don't know if we've metagame outside of game. Devin, have we? I don't think we've talked about this.
The party is not. I assume the Dribblers Club is aware, but if not, you tell me now, and I'll rearrange some thoughts.
Yeah, I don't think we've talked about this yet.
You and the Dribblers Club, if not?
No, like me, you and I haven't. Like Devin to Hayden.
I mean, you're gonna get.
Nash.
They're gonna tell you some things. Amberbeard.
Pum.
Oh, Amber. Okay, yeah,
Amberbeard.
yeah.
Yeah. So can we talk about Amberbeard?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd love Amber Beer.
So they kind of, some of them swirl their glass or maybe chuck it with a spoon or something, like chop it with a spoon, kind of fidgeting, and they tell you that things have changed a little since you've been adventuring. He's
Narber, not Nash. by the
I'm
way.
sorry. I
It's
wonder if
okay.
I have that
I forgot
written.
to.
I wonder if I have that
Yeah.
written correctly. I just didn't say it correctly. I'll
You were thinking of Amber Nash?
I'll make sure.
Wait,
Later.
you said Amber something Nash. Amber Nash is the voice of Pam. Maybe that's where your Freudian,
see.
You said
your
Amber
Freudian connection.
Beard.
I did. Is it not Amber
Amber
Beard?
Beard is accurate.
Amber Beard is accurate. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But I think you're. I think you're correct. I think I have it written down correctly. But anyway, they tell you. They said he has achieved an unfortunate amount of capital in recent months. We are unsure. Oh, go ahead.
No. I'm gonna take a direction and just say like, listen, I've found a lead on the thing, meaning the seal, the forging seal. So I tell them like, yeah, like it's like that's unfortunate, yes, but I think we can. We're good. Just relax.
Things could be more serious than you know. He has acquired acquired a number of Spelljammers unusually quickly. All galleons. You guys know the galleons are the big ship you raided with Marcus. We have reason to believe he is now proprietor of many shell corporations. We have not been able to determine their purpose.
Okay. Would I make a connection between potentially any of the organizations we've been dealing with and the ones they're mentioning currently?
They don't give you any names. They just, so kind of the down low here is that he suddenly had a lot more money to use than he had before. They've heard rumors that he has founded several shell corporations, and that he has somehow acquired a very small fleet of what you would probably understand to be merchant ships.
Okay. And are any of the organizations we are working with or currently misaligned with, would those be considered like front merchant organizations?
No. All of the organizations you guys are currently interacting with, that's not how they make most of their coin.
Okay. All right. Goob says that is very unfortunate.
Sorry, I love that. It is, but we wanted to warn you. We felt it was polite.
Yeah, Goob tips, dips his head a little bit and gets up and makes his move away from the table.
Her. They warmly tell you goodbye.
This bit will never get old.
No, it will. It will definitely.
Not today, most. Oh Christ!
This
I'm a child.
I didn't know I was gonna be making fart sounds for that bit until like when we started, so that was very interesting.
I sent you my in-depth character sheet with that specific thing.
No, I knew they made fart sounds. I just didn't know I was going to make fart sounds when I pretended to be them. So I learned something about myself today.
It's okay. I will at least
You handled it well.
reciprocate that. Yeah.
Anyway, we're all whatever that is below Bikini Bottom. That's a really dark place. That's where we all live now.
Oh, God.
I mean, it makes sense.
What is the place? Oh, she's got her headphones on. Okay. You return back to the group. Please tell me now if you tell them anything or not, just so we can go ahead and make that line right now.
Okay. I think that Goob would. Like, there's been a lot of trust built, and of course, like if they're dead, they can't spend coin. So yes, they would tell, or Goob would tell everyone else.
So who the is Amberbeard?
I Goob blushes a little bit, and he's like, "How could you say that?"
I'm sorry. I have an interest in foreign languages, and I tend to try to pick them up too quickly. Muy lo siento.
So I think that I've explained at least to Randy, like, hey, I'm after this magic seal. It's to forge documents. But I do
We're
kind
gonna
of
get
like
you that seal, brother.
Yeah, I go into a little more detail, like, hey, this person is explained that Narber, Amberbeard, is a dwarf merchant that is rapidly gaining power in the area, and he's ruthless. Him getting more power would be bad for everyone. It wouldn't just be like, whatever. This isn't, a small change in the local merchant culture. Like it'd be bad. It'd probably, and Devin, correct me if I'm wrong. It'd be bad. Like prices would fluctuate and potentially become unstable. Would that be too much of a stretch?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Does he seek to have a monopoly over the Rock of Brawl, or does it seem that?
I leave that to Devin.
I would say with your information, you probably don't know. They've gathered everything they could find and handed it to you, hoping that obviously they're going to continue to do their own research, but they wanted to tell you everything they knew, so that you were also in a position to investigate if you wished.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. I convey all that to the party, and I also kind of stress like I would like to, if we have time and the resources, to investigate this.
No, I agree. It is. I'm perfectly fine with taking out a few more ships. I think will harm his fleet quite a bit. So we'll keep an eye out for sure. No, I'd be willing to help in any way we could. If it's important to you, it's important to us.
Hear, hear.
All right.
I, for one, am not a huge fan of monopolies or people taking advantage of the impoverished, so I'll take him down a peg.
Speaking of, we should probably get to Max and figure out what the fuck we're doing with this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I owe Goob a favor for helping me out, but I'm ready for a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get a leg.
You guys
You ain't got no
return.
leg, Lieutenant Dan.
You guys return to Max. 1 or 2 hours later, maybe, after your adventures at the Happy Beholder, excuse me. And he has mostly completed what seemed to be schematics for, Goob said it best, a warforged type leg. It does have a few attachments that would seem to run through the muscles of the leg.
Oh, fun. Suffering. My
Yeah.
favorite.
You can even see Zephyr. You get a pretty solid look at something that seems to wrap around the bone of your femur. Definitely
Like a screw?
somewhat. Or we're also thinking more of something that wraps around it. A
Like
band.
a corkscrew though, like a. How does it?
You don't want to drill into bone. I like to think it's like my mechanic
Yeah.
stuff left me. What do you call those things that you can tighten that go on fucking rubber hoses?
A spigot?
Oh my god, what are they
no,
called?
I got you.
It's a clamp.
It is a
It's not
clamp.
sea
I think.
though. It's a clamp.
I think you're right. I think they are called clamps. It is like a clamp that could be tightened around a bone. Hose clamp. I think he's right.
Just a hose clamp.
That's
Hose
it.
clamp.
Yeah.
100%. Correct. So there's just something like a clamp around one of your bones.
How does that get inside of that? That sounds terrible.
God dang surgery, man. Ain't got no goddamn doctor, but I'm gonna do my goddamn best. Septis. God dang.
All right, whoa, brother. Listen, doing this, make sure it won't like fall off. Is that what you're saying?
God dang, gotta have him god dang weighted him. Fucking move a leg, god dang be able to feel stuff shit, man. Can't walk a leg, can't feel, god dang.
Now, I just want to say, the good news is he sterilizes with moonshine, so this is going to be perfectly sanitary. Like,
He squints at you when he says moonshine, he's like, God dang, you know about that, god dang.
how much would this cost?
He makes some very similar sounds that I just made, and you can see him kind of hadn't really thought about that. He looks at the legs. He seems to look at a piece of paper you gather to be a parts list.
They're nice legs, though, aren't they? I mean, wouldn't you want the privilege of working on legs as fine as these? Persuasion check.
I'm gonna go. He says it will be. God dang, I ain't never done nothing like this before. God dang, brand new territory. Dang, 600 gold.
600.
Let's go for
It's
it.
up to you, Zephyr.
We're going for it.
Well,
I'll
can I like talk him down a little bit?
You
Be
can-
like, look, I'll help you with the medical part. Like, if you're worried about that.
400 gold.
Okay. That's in our price range, right?
Deimos will slap down, what, 75 gold?
That's for sure in y'all's
As we
price
know-
range.
as we know
Y'all are around 8,000 to 9,000 gold total.
All right,
Right,
give
As
me
we
this
know from
leg.
previous math,
I'm
it's
not.
66 gold a
You're
person.
not Demos, but even
You want to
with
pitch in for a leg lost in the line of war?
even
Wait,
with Demos's spending, y'all are still sitting around at least 8,000 gold.
Oh, I forget we have a party bank, too. Do we just want to take it out of the party bank?
Well, I know how
Wait,
much.
the
I know
party
how
bank
much
is
y'all
all of
have.
our combined gold.
Yes and no. So I
There's a
have.
separate inventory.
Yeah, I have a row for like what you guys all have, including all of yourselves and the party bank. I also have a
How much
separate
is in the
row,
party bank?
like 4,000 or 3,000.
Let's pay with it with the party
Take it out
bank.
of that, Yeah.
Wait, so hold on. Before we continue, according to my ledger, I have 1,169 nice gold.
That is very.
Same.
That is very close to what you have. Like if you were to take the party's total wealth and divide it by 6, that's very close to what you would have. So yes.
That's what I'm trying to figure out if that's separate from the party bank. Like, is that personally owned, or is that like, here's the party bank?
I wouldn't worry about it. I'm going to track it separate because for certain things it will be easier for me to just mark off a whole 400 instead of divide that by 6 and then hit you each individually. So
Okay.
if
We have
I'm
like a
just making
separate
sure.
coin purse that we've gotten
Because
from.
when we go to shop, I want to know how much I have. As you guys
You are-
know from previous campaigns, I'm weird about like spending everybody else's money. I want to know
Yeah,
how
no.
much money I have to spend on stuff.
No, I get that.
I have you marked down at somewhere around 1,300. And that, like I said, that's if you took everybody's current value and divided it by 6, which won't entirely be fair because you guys spend money at different intervals.
Yeah.
So you are probably very close to right.
Let's do the 1400, or excuse me, the 400. Wow, from the party bank, and get him a leg.
Get me
God.
a leg.
Sovereign dingle, 2 days, gonna come back, fucking surgery, fucking sovereign
Hey.
shit.
Can you do me a favor and like paint it up real cool, like real goth? Like maybe put like a white skull, black it out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
The wing
No
was a good
thanks.
idea earlier. Exo had a nice thought there. You know.
I like to think he looks at
Little-
you for a solid 5 seconds where he's like, going, I go, fine, man, good, fine.
God dang old emo motherfucker, goddamn old, when I was a young boy, goddamn old.
I had 3 fingers and I still managed to give him the horns.
Middle finger down, love it.
Fair enough. So he tells you guys to come back in 2 days. He will have the leg completed, and he will attach that to our friend Zephyr there.
Oh boy.
You get your auto mail, friend.
Yeah.
Not nearly as cute as Winnie Rockbell. I'm disappointed, but you know, I'll take
I
it.
mean, y'all had the chance to go talk to Vera about it.
Yeah. Who is almost as cute as Winnie Rockbell. How about we get
Almost.
a price on the quick? How about we get a price check on the way home, as far as teleportation, and then I think that'll be, if we can. I'd like to pick up some ink if that's like something I can wander through a magic market.
I was gonna say the Mercane right there, like it's also a general shop, so like they can try to procure items or you can buy things from them. I wouldn't
Oh,
mind
that's
stopping by
right.
there. Because it's the same people, right? Like they teleport us, but they also acquire goods.
You are correct, Randy. Goob, would you? Are you willing to lead your party to the Marcane shop?
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. You guys do all. Oh, please let there be the picture here. I want to show you all a picture of Mercanes. They look kind of neat. Please show me. Oh no! Why did you open the bestiary? You're supposed to open Mercanes. You son of a bitch. Okay, here we go.
Mercanes. Fuck yeah.
You guys walk into what seems to be an average shop. My fucking whoever designed D&D Beyond needs to be shot. They didn't fucking whoever fucking
Dang old man, fucking.
god dang old fucking
goddamn fucking
software
shit,
fucking shit.
The stream abruptly ended. It was Wizards of the Coast, and they canned you. Good luck.
I would fight Wizards of the Coast. Just give me a reason,
You would
Wizards of the
lose.
Coast.
Would
I, though?
Fight him in the back alley.
Yeah, seriously. If we could be friends afterwards, it'd be great. Just give me like one afternoon to throw down with him in an alleyway.
Come on, man. They'll send the Pinkertons after you, bro. Like,
no,
like literally.
straight up
For real,
though,
though.
I do currently enjoy the state of 5e with all the digital content, and I think D&D Beyond is
backpedaling
great.
real quick.
You know, I bitch a lot, so I just want to make it known I am mostly happy with the current state of 5e.
It is my legal opinion that D&D Beyond is a very fine, upstanding corporation, and we are not to be held liable for any statements, slurs, or derogatory remarks made upon this stream.
I didn't say that. I just say and I enjoy having all my content digitally. If they charge out the ass for the new tabletop, I will go play Pathfinder.
Hey, at least 2 of us wouldn't be here without the digital content. So, boom.
It is the way they have things set
3
up
of us.
is
3 of us. You're right.
is great. Yeah. You know they've got some good stuff going. I don't want to make it sound like I hate D&D Beyond, but also fuck you D&D Beyond and Wizards of the Coast. You guys make your way into a shop. Goob, you are immediately recognized by the human shopkeepers and allowed into a back part of the shop. You guys can see so this is in the lower section, which is kind of like the slums. It is a very small shop. And there's not actually a terrible amount of shit sitting around on the walls. The shelves and racks and things look barren. But when you guys are allowed into the back section, almost like in Harry Potter, the tents that are much bigger when you go inside them, you walk into a room that obviously did not look like it should fit. And the kind of, I'm imagining almost like an outlet mall. There's a bunch of stores next to each other, like in a city on a block. And you guys are led into a room that is much bigger than it probably should be, based on the way the building looked. And standing behind the counter in the front is a mercane. This is just stock book art. Don't worry about the person or the background or anything, but that is what they look like. They are 12 feet tall, the book says. They're big. Wearing a sword. Interesting.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
That man looks like a Dark Souls monster.
It does.
They look a little gross. And of course,
Arms are
Goob,
so
you are
long.
recognized. And they do address Goob and say, welcome, valued customer. We hope you have come to do business.
Yeah. We've got a few of us have some things we need to deal with. Primarily, how much would it cost for us to get back to Sharn?
10 gold each.
Oh shit. Okay.
Stop.
Yeah.
It's not much. For adventurers, not much. Goob, you would know that as a merchant, that's a somewhat steep price. You're already making quite a bit more as an adventurer than you were as a merchant.
Okay. I do try to talk him down a little bit. Like, come on. Like, we're not just regular adventurers. Like, these people are with me.
Do you have
You
business
gotta
on the
help with
rock?
that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we'll probably be back like shortly. I don't know specifically when, but we have other business ventures here, and I'm sure that we could help shift some capital your way as well.
9 gold
I
pieces.
want to
We all-
telepathically ask Goob if they could teleport us back. Like, is it a one-way trip, or is there a way to communicate with them to get back somewhere?
Oh, that's a good point. I didn't know. Yeah, Devin would.
Goob, you know that they are just going to teleport you to another mercane shop in Shar.
Oh, okay.
So they're
yeah,
like fast travel points. Cool.
Yeah, Goob says, yeah, like yeah, it's like there's fast travel. It's totally like that. No, we could get back if we need to. We need to get back.
Alright, sick.
I try to listen. I look into the Mercane and I say, like, what if I could promise you, at least 3 trips a month per, like, for all of us. What kind of deal could you strike me?
Bulk pricing.
So did you use Shrek as
Looking
a
for like a
verb?
punch
I
ticket.
just sassed the fuck out of this. Like, this is a software as a service type thing. Like, I need this. It's a regular subscription. Like, what can we get? What kind of pricing can we get?
Frequent
How-
flyer, frequent
how-
teleporter miles.
How are we to know you will come through 3 times in a month?
Goob raises his arms and he's like, he points at himself and he's like, look, like, you know me. Like, I'm honest. Like, we've done this before. We know what the deal is.
And theoretically, if we don't come as much, you actually get more bang for your buck because you paid for 3. You paid for 3, or would have been paid for 3. If we only come once or twice, that's good for you. You just make more money.
Am I misunderstanding? I don't think Goob meant he was going to pay for 3 up front.
No.
No, he's trying to get like instead of paying like 27, pay like 20, 22 or
Like,
something. Even if we
like
only come the
guaranteed.
twice, they're making 2 more gold than they would have at the full price. Economics. I thought you guys were merchants. Come on now.
I don't think that math works out.
I don't either. I think he's confused.
No, if it's 9 gold a trip, right? And 3 trips
I'm
would take us
trying to get-
27. If we pay 20, let's say 25.
But Goob is not offering to pay 27 gold. He's saying,
Not up
like,
front.
we'll
Oh,
pay
I
you
see.
8 each
I
time.
misunderstood that
Yeah.
part. I got you.
Yeah, so thought.
We are also looking to make business and buy other things if that makes our relationship more lucrative.
We formed basically an LLC currently, right?
Mantis Corp.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good way to
Yeah,
think about it.
okay.
Sure.
I hand out a very
Yeah.
badly made business card. I made it on the ship. We have some time.
You do have a badge.
Okay,
that's right.
Yeah, I present the badge and I'm like, look, like we're on an official business venture. Basically, let's put this on. Let's work this out, and we'll put it on the corporate black card. Okay, like you'll be our official sponsors for travel between the two.
When you
Between the two
flash
places.
your, to most of you, it does look like a VIP voucher for the Diamond Theater. To all of you, I guess. When you flash it, he looks at it, or it looks at it. double takes at it, and it says, "What is your business on the rock, if I may ask?"
Is would Goob recognize like apprehension?
He's
Yeah,
trying
insight
to
check?
make sure that you actually have a reason to come back after you're teleported.
Hmm.
Yeah, we do. We have the ship, and I tell him like, look, we've got like a ship that we are very much financially sunk into. We're definitely going to have to come back at some point, and this
We-
is the most convenient way for us. So like, this is something I can guarantee you, we'll have to make at least a few trips because we got to pay off this ship.
7 gold
Hillbilly's
pieces.
holding our ship hostage for 10,000 gold.
7
Yeah.
gold
Can I ask
pieces a piece.
Can I ask a question?
This is a lot of work for just a few
This
gold
is-
pieces.
Yeah, I was about to say, y'all are really
This-
going
this
hard
is-
for this. Y'all were like, "Oh, that's
this-
it," and now y'all are over here like,
Like, it's an individual shop, but you say when we get teleported, we'll get teleported to a shop owned by the same organization in another place. So is the individual wealth distributed to the person who is making the sell, or to the organization? Because if there's a network of them, then it's like, maybe we won't come here, but we'll go there, or there, or there, and you'll be our exclusive travel partner.
That's a good point. Southwest points. Build them bitches up.
That's what I'm saying. I don't...
Oh yeah. 7 gold ahead's not bad. For 6 people, that's what?
We're
42?
spending a lot of
Whatever.
time, an
I mean,
inordinate amount of time. On
Yeah. Well, if we travel a lot, it'll add up. I get the frugality of it.
if you ask that, Randy, you. Oh. How do they answer this?
I also want to throw
Gold.
in, like, I want to sweeten the pot a little bit and be like, I also understand that, or excuse me, I also understand that you procure items of sorts.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, that was...
I would love to be a customer because there are some very specific things I'm looking for that I feel people with reach could acquire a lot more quickly.
They're going to stay on
Likewise.
their 7 gold a person. You are told upon your question that gold is gold to us, is how they respond to Randy's question. When you guys begin to inquire about their reach and the things they can get, you are gestured deeper into. I like to imagine it as Weasley's wizard wheezes, like in the Harry Potter movies. Like this, you walked into this essentially multi-story level shop, kind of magically contained inside of this smaller building. You guys are presented with a variety of things. Seeing the way you are all armed and the fact that you are adventurers, you are presented with health potions, potions of water breathing, spell scrolls, potions to allow you to breathe in wild space. There is like a Harry Potter style bubble charm that goes over your head that allows you to breathe. You are presented with a pretty wide variety of weapons and things of that nature. As you are led through the shop, you see mithril weapons, adamantine weapons, some weapons that are sheathed with a rather high price point written across them, shields, oils, wands, it's like the Walmart of Walmart of adventuring gear. You see ball bearings, rope,
Walmart adventuring
pittons, things of that nature.
Or,
In particular, presented to you guys by this Mercane, is a mithril dagger, an adamantine cutlass, and an adamantine round shield. Excuse me, a mithril round shield. I had to check some stuff.
so
Of course, we have a variety of things. These are some of the popular items.
I know this is going to be incredibly expensive, but could someone without a shield proficiency use a mithril shield because it's lighter?
No, unfortunately
Okay.
not. If you ask about the shield, meta talk, it has the throne property.
Fucking Captain America. It's vibranium. I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's for throwing at people.
Bonk. Does
Bonk.
it come back? Does it come back?
If you ask that, he says, well, we have means for things of this nature. You are led a couple of maybe 50, 60, 70
I'm
feet away.
Just curious. I'm not gonna buy a shield I can't use without getting.
You are told that there are means to do so.
What do you boys need?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the sheath stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's up there?
The sheath stuff, you say. If you point, okay, you point to a. Oh, I guess you wouldn't. You point to a knife, a star metal kukri, and you watch as he brings it down and takes it out of the sheath. It sheds light, bright light in 5 feet, dim light for 10 feet. He tells you this is particularly easy to enchant with magic, if you have those that can do so. He looks pointedly at the spellcasters in the group. If you catch a particularly vicious hit, it will take a better hold. On a crit, this weapon deals an additional 1d6 damage per round for 3 rounds.
Okay.
You see a couple of things that are sheathed like this. You assume they're the nicer star metal weapons.
That stuff must be spency. How much for something like that?
This kukri is 1,200 gold pieces.
Okay.
How much for a standard healing potion?
50 gold pieces. Actually, from a Mercane, 45 gold pieces.
45.
Did y'all use all of my potions when I was